Bears with nothing to hide, that's transparency. And by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, Maryland's largest writer of workers' compensation insurance. So after a substantial rain delay without rain, we begin with a little mist in the air. Take a look at our game time temperature, brought to you by BGE Home. We know more, we do more. It is 77 degrees, humidity is up. Scattered showers are around all over the place, and we'll just hope they stay scattered somewhere else. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Yankees tonight. They will have Gardner, Judge, and Bird, Stanton, Sanchez, Gregorius, Hicks, and Duhar gets the start at third tonight, and Torres will be at second base. You see the numbers he has put up this season, leading Major League rookies, average, and RBIs.
Now let's take a look at Kevin Gausman's pitch arsenal this season. The four-seam fastball, it's been a big pitch for Kevin. Make or break pitch, really. If he's got fastball command, you can expect a solid afternoon. If it's not there, he's going to get hit around. Short outing in his last one, because he left too many pitches on the plate, got knocked out abruptly, only lasting 2 2/3. Look for Kevin to have a strong game today. He's had an up and down year, but more on the good side. I like his fastball, working the edges. Of course, this is a dangerous lineup, and Kevin Gausman, 11 home runs on the year. This is a power hitting lineup. You better not make too many mistakes.
They lead the major leagues coming in home runs and in runs scored. Yankees are technically a half game behind the Red Sox, but their win percentage is actually better than Boston's because of number of games played. The Orioles come in 21.5 out. They are 17-40. Gausman ready to go. Gardner will take the pitch away for a ball. Gardner had a 2 for 5 in the ball game last night, doing what he does best. He worked the count deep in the first inning, and as he generally never does, he didn't swing at the first pitch. 1-0 delivery to him, and that's going to be a little bit low. For Kevin Gausman, his numbers against the Yankees, 7-5 lifetime. He's pitched a lot of games. 18th career start and his 24th appearance against the Yankees. Gardner will go in the air to left center field. Adam Jones going to have to really get on his horse. Not going to be able to get there. He'll get it on the first hop. Gardner goes into second base, and Gardner's on with a leadoff double.
Now Kevin Gausman targeting that fastball away. Had 3 shots. Gardner laying off a couple tough pitches, and then finally one that's elevated, a pitch he can handle, and he drives it in that left center field gap. See Adam Jones giving chase, but it settles down in that outfield grass. Gardner walking into second base.
Gardner hitting over .320 now this year against the Orioles, and right away the Yankees get a chance with a runner in scoring position for Aaron Judge. The chances piled up last night for the Yankees. Even though the Yankees won the ball game 4-1, they went 4 for 16 with runners in scoring position last night. That is a whole series worth of those kinds of opportunities. Judge, 3-game hit streak, hit the homer in the ball game last night, 1 for 5. Pitch will be taken away for a ball. So he has become a real nemesis, not just around baseball, but particularly for the Orioles. He's gone 6 for 22 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs this year against the O's. And he'll foul that one off the other way.
A good fastball right there. Of course, he's had Kevin Gausman's number quite a while, and ever since he's coming to the Lake, 3 home runs, hitting .500, 7 for 14. So Kevin's got to make some good pitches or could fall behind in a hurry. That is a dangerous pitch. Take a look at the Nissan pitch cast. Second fastball had some good velocity on it, but you got to be careful leaving it in the middle of the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way, and that one's going to be foul back. Kevin has an interesting array of numbers. We'll see how it plays out in this game. He throws the 6th fewest first pitch strikes in all of baseball. He has the highest chase percentage on secondary pitches, and he has the 4th highest average by opponents off his fastball.
Yeah, well, fastball command, that's a key. He's got a great fastball though, and that split finger is the swing and miss pitch for sure. He's got a nasty, one of the nastiest splitties in the game, especially against the lefties. Pushes it away from the lefty. His slider's gotten better and better, but it all comes down to that fastball command. If he leaves it on the plate, it's going to get hit. If he's able to locate both sides, he's usually going to have a pretty strong outing.
Opponents hitting .361 off his fastball this year. He went around on it. Mike Winter, the home plate umpire, will make the call, then they get him on the strikeout.
Another split. I'll tell you, Kevin Gausman's starting to feel comfortable throwing that split to the righties, which is going to help him, and it has here start of this season. 3 in a row there to Aaron Judge, and it comes out of his hand looking like the fastball, and Aaron Judge, he just committed a hair too soon. How about that number right there on the splitter? 141 opponent average, 42.3 whiff percentage. That's impressive.
So that's the secondary pitches we're talking about. Those are the ones he's getting hitters out on, but not on his fastball. So do you sit on secondary pitches if you're a hitter against Kevin Gausman?
No. The book on Gausman is definitely you sit on a fastball and wait for a mistake, because it's bound to come. And we've seen it happen in the past with Gausman. But like you say, if he's working the corners and keeping hitters honest, maybe moving some feet every now and then, they don't get to him. Kevin's had some great games this year. He's had a 9-inning game. He had an 8-inning game. Really sensational start because the first half typically, historically for Gausman, not too good.
Yankees have won 3 games in a row. The Orioles have lost 6 in a row coming into this one. And Bird, 4-game hit streak, continued it last night. He had a 1 for 5 and an RBI. Gardner will get back to second base. Gausman trying to hold him because the Orioles have that infield spread out. They'll send Manny Machado now over a little bit closer as Gardner. He had a big enough lead to think about going to third. 0-2 count. Bird down to first base. That'll be handled. And Chris makes the out. Davis has got it, 2 down. Gardner moves over to third with 2 away.
There you go. Big fastball from Gausman, 97. Let's take a look at the Oriole defense behind Gausman. Mancini, Jones, and Rickard in the O's outfield. Machado and Scope once again turning 2 up the middle. Valencia back into the lineup over at third base. Davis at first, and Cisco behind the plate.
That'll bring Giancarlo Stanton to the plate. A real struggle for him at the moment, at least. He has on the year some decent numbers, 11 home runs and the 29 RBIs. Pitch to him will be taken for a strike. He's gone 2 for 3 against Kevin Gausman in his career. DH had an 0 for 4 in the ball game last night. He's hitting only .208 with runners in scoring position. He's got Gardner at third. They give him the whole middle of the infield. Pitch is in there for a strike. Gausman coming right after him, gets up 0-2.
Man, those are a couple big fastballs here to start this ball game. You typically don't see that, the heavy velocity, but Gausman busted 97 on that second fastball.
0-2 the count. Taken outside. Orioles trying to prevent another one of those first inning runs. They have been outscored 64-29 in the first inning of ball games. And for Kevin Gausman, first inning has been a tough one for him. He's given up 9 in the first. Not the biggest, though. He's given up 11 runs in the third inning. That's the most runs against him in any inning. And a 2-ball 2-strike count. Trying to get Stanton to go after a pitch right there, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, pretty good changeup. He actually sped up his delivery, maybe to get Stanton a little jumpy. That's kind of a veteran move. I'd like to see it.
Stanton with a 2-2. Gardner wandering off third. And he gets him on the pitch away. So Gausman, a solid first inning. Leadoff double, but he protects it as he gets the next 3 outs. We'll take a look at the Orioles lineup coming up. the Yankees in the season series. Let's take a look at the starting lineup, brought to you by Southwest. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency. Rickard, Jones, Machado, Trumbo, Scope, Mancini, Davis, Danny Valencia back, and Chance Sisco. Manny, you see that 361 average versus pitchers first time he sees him in a ball game.
Let's take a look at Masahiro Tanaka's pitch arsenal. Boy, does he have them all. Quite a variety of pitches, and he mixes them up pretty consistently, but that split finger is really what he's known for. Big time out pitch, but he can throw for strikes, soften it up a little bit. He works the edges, and he tries to exploit over aggressive hitters. The Orioles have got to have a patient game plan.
Rickard will go after the first pitch and will foul it back.
Take a look at the numbers on the year for Tanaka. Pretty impressive, keeping the batting average down, 220. Has given up the 12 home runs, though. Very susceptible. A couple Orioles with some pretty good numbers off him. Adam Jones, a couple home runs. Jonathan Scope with 3 big balls.
Tanaka with the 0-1 delivery and a swing and a miss. That's the kind of pitch it's tough to lay off on against Tanaka. Well, just the opposite of Kevin Gausman for Tanaka. He throws 68% first pitch strikes. That is the 8th highest in the major league. So he's going to come after you right away. 0-2 delivery on the way. Rickard will foul it back. And as we mentioned last night, the Orioles, in seeing Sonny Gray last night, who got the win, and in Tanaka in this game, see 2 of the most supported pitchers in all of baseball. Tanaka's averaged 7.5 runs of support. That is the most in the majors. 0-2 pitch to Rickard. Breaking ball taken down low.
Yeah, that's why he's got 6 wins on the season, only the 2 losses, and 4.62 earned run average. I mean, that's pretty high earned run average to have that many wins, but the big offense really giving him that support.
Almost exactly the same ERA ended with last year. He'll go outside with that. He was 13-12 on the season last year. Tanaka comes in with the 58-30 mark in his major league career. Larry Rothschild's and the Yankees have relied on him a ton since he came over from Japan. He'll get the ground ball to short. Didi Gregorius, a little low. Big stretch by Bird to get it.
Now let's take a look at the Yankee defense behind Tanaka. Gardner, Hicks, and Judge roaming the Yankee outfield. Gregorius and Torres working up the middle. Andujar getting the start at third base. Bird over at first, and Sanchez back in the lineup behind the plate.
I'll bring up Adam Jones. Adam had an 0 for 3 in the ball game last night. That ended a 3-game hit streak that he had. Could easily have had a base hit, but he got robbed by Torres, the second baseman, on a fine play on a ground ball in the first inning. He's got big numbers against Tanaka, that 375 batting average and the 2 home runs Mike was talking about. So the Orioles will look for Jones to provide perhaps some people on base here in this ball game. Infield is shifted around. 0-1 delivery high in the air, left center field, going back at the wall, looking up. Hey, goodbye, home run! He's got another one. The Orioles get the 1-0 lead. Adam Jones picks up his 3rd home run against Tanaka. Adams got 10 on the year and his 27th RBI.
Oh, a great swing from Adam Jones, and what a way to get this Oriole offense started. Adam Jones has been one of the hotter hitters, especially through the month of May, now carrying it into June. 10th home run of the year, and that's the best way to start. Get on the board first.
So Adam Jones powers one, much the same way that Manny Machado delivered the home run in the ball game last night in the first inning against Sonny Gray. Problem is, it's the only run the Orioles got. So here is Manny with 1 down and nobody on. Manny's got 6-game hit streak, couple of hits in the ball game last night, and the pitch taken down low.
And take a look at Adam Jones' home run right here. Looks like just a little get me over split finger, kind of hovering up there. Instead he softens it up, and Adam Jones ready for it. 98 miles an hour off the bat, the perfect launch angle at 28 degrees, and getting over there just enough to get on the board.
Shift remains on the infield. Manny shows bunt, takes the off-speed delivery. It's in there for a strike. Let's take a look at our AT&T achieving more.
Now Manny Machado, he is ready to hit in the first inning. How about most home runs? 7 for Machado. He's got, of course, 17 on the year. Pretty good list of young players right there with Albies, Arenado, Harper.
He hits .333 in the first inning with those 7 #1 major league home runs in the first. He's had 11 RBIs in the first inning as well. Most home runs in the first inning in a year were hit by Alex Rodriguez, 18. That was back in 2001. So Manny Machado right now is on a pace, and that's a bad word in baseball or any sport, but he's on a pace for 19, which would be 1 more than the record for first inning homers set by A-Rod. 1-2 delivery, and there's that pitch down and away to get him.
Nasty breaking ball there. He's pushing down and away, staying on that outer third for so long, and that's what pitchers try to do. They try to get that late bite right on the front of the plate. Look at it drop away. Looks like a fastball out of the hand. Getting a late movement on the end.
Mark Trumbo is hitting in the cleanup spot in the ball game. There are a number of lineup moves made by Buck Showalter in the ball game, and this is one of them. Compared to the norm, if there is such a thing in an Orioles lineup, this is just the second time Trumbo has hit cleanup this year. Scope is behind him, only the second time he's hit 5th. Mancini's behind him, only the second time he's hit 6th. And Davis is down in the 7th spot, only the 4th time that he has hit 7th. And Joey Rickard in the leadoff spot, only the 2nd time he has hit leadoff. So Buck Showalter has juggled the lineup for the ball game tonight to see if the Orioles can get this offense going, see if it'll help. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Tanaka's delivery will miss away. Did he go? Ooh.
A pretty nasty slider, almost the same one that Manny Machado struck out on. Out of the hand, looking like the heater, and then that late break, and yeah, it did look like that bat head flipped over the front.
Mike Malinsky down at first base had a good view of that, just couldn't pull it back. So Trumbo behind on the count here, 1-2. Right-hander's delivery to him, and he'll go with high heat. So he gets a couple of strikeouts, but the Orioles get the run. Adam Jones delivering the long ball. That's the 25th home run he's had against the Yankees in this his 172nd game against them. $500 more for every Orioles home run hit today. Play Home Run Rich's scratch offs, win up to $50,000. Enter non-winning tickets for a chance to be the contestant of the game. Visit ndlottery.com/home run. And already an extra $500. Samita on the home run that was picked up by Adam Jones. So congratulations, and may there be more. May the force be with you. Gosman goes back to the mound with a 1-0 lead. And the pitch will be taken for a strike. Sanchez did not play in the ball game last night. He has had a bit of a struggle at the plate. We see that overall average 211. Still the home runs. Look at the RBIs. For a 211 batting average, 35 RBIs is a pretty good number. 0-1 delivery, shift on in the infield. Gosman gets it in.
Yeah, he's been very productive. Obviously the 12 home runs, but not hitting for average. You're starting to see more and more of that, I guess, in the game. The lower batting averages, higher strikeouts, and of course everybody paying more attention to the home runs.
Boy, the truth of that, in an article here I saw, 0-2 delivery on the way, ground ball, that'll go to second. Scope was moved over. Sanchez the first out. Take a look at the numbers for the Orioles starter against the Yankees.
Yeah, Kevin Gausman from 14 to 16, pretty impressive in 11 starts, 4-2 with a 1.70 earned run average. How about last year and this year? Not so impressive, 1-2. Of course, last season he had the one win with a 9.27 in 5 starts, and then this season that hit around a little bit, but 8.23 in the last 2 seasons. Not too good. Kevin Gausman got to get back on track against this Yankee team.
Here is the shortstop, Didi Gregorius, who will take the pitch for a strike. Gregorius got a 4-game hit streak coming into the ball game with a 241 average. Didn't like the call. Kevin Gausman faced New York in that first series at Yankee Stadium. He was non-decision. 2 runs, 5 hits, 5 innings. A ball game that the Orioles won 7-3. Orioles were ahead 3-2 when he left the game. Pitch will be up and away. And the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Kevin's had such tremendous bright spots this season. I know everybody kind of keeping their fingers crossed about Gausman. A nice split finger right there, just because of his history. A slow start in the first half. The last few seasons, at the second half, one of the best right-handers in the game. The hope is, can he put together a full season? And I'll tell you what, he's had a pretty good first third of the season, I'd say. Some mixed results, but more better than not good.
And the pitch will be taken outside. So the left-hander, Gregorius. That's the count evened up 2-2. Lefties 246. Right-handers 301. There's that reverse split again for hitters against Gausman. 2-2 pitch on the way, and he got him to chase. Came in at 97 up and away. That's 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, some good life on the Gausman fastball tonight, and he's coming out throwing darts. 97, about the average fastball velocity here first couple innings, and that one's got some life, riding up and away from Didi.
So a chance for a clean inning with Gregorius going down. He too has had some struggles at the plate lately. And here's their center fielder, Aaron Hicks. Hicks played last night and had a 2 for 4. So Hicks, the 28-year-old veteran out of San Pedro, California, against the Orioles. First game he had played against the Orioles this year was last night. He carries the 250 lifetime average against the Orioles with 4 home runs. Orioles put the shift on against him. 1-0 delivery, and that'll miss a little bit low. Played in 88 games with the Yankees last year, and he hit 266 with power, 15 home runs, 52 RBIs, career high in home runs, major league level. He hadn't had a lot of major league games prior to last year. Great off-speed pitch out in front.
Wow. Yeah, that's nasty right there. You fall behind with a couple fastballs, some good fastballs from Gausman, just missing low, just missing on the outside corner. You figure here comes some more noise, and it is the changeup pulling the string on it. A nasty pitch.
Hicks 5 for 20 off Kevin. 2-1 heater. And the count will go to 3-1. The Yankees have that unusual combination that as a pitcher you just have to stay away from. They've walked more than any other team, and they've hit more home runs than any other team. Offensively, as a combination, it's great. For opposing pitchers, it's awful. Ground ball up the middle. That's not where they were playing him. So Hicks is on, 2-out single. Yankees get their second hit of the ball game. After tomorrow's home game, time for the kids to run the bases, presented by Weiss Markets. You can watch your kids' big league dreams come true, as all fans ages 4 to 14 can run the Oriole Park bases just like their favorite birds. For tickets, go to Orioles.com/kids. Series will be concluded tomorrow. It'll be Alex Cobb, Domingo Germán scheduled to go for the Yankees. 12:30 O's extra, 1 o'clock for the ball game here at Camden Yards. Series, of course, with 1 game postponed. Pitch will be taken for a strike. We did not see Andujar. Miguel Andujar in the ball game today after sitting out yesterday, just getting a bit of a rest. He did play in the series in New York against the Orioles. He went 3 for 16 and had 3 RBIs. Big lead for Hicks. That'll draw a throw.
Well, you know they're going to try to run on Kevin Gausman at some point. The Red Sox, they ran wild on Gausman, kind of got into his head a little bit. So they're going to test him, kind of stretch things out a little bit, force a throw over, and I'm sure they're going to put themselves in motion. Just see how Gausman responds.
A 1 delivery in on the fist will be foul back. And that lead again Hicks had over there. He's trying to gauge him. He's gone 5 out of 6 in stolen bases. Hicks has. Base stealers are 5 for 5 against Kevin, and as Mike said, all of that came in the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Nobody had tried to steal a base until the Red Sox game, and they went 5 for 5.
Right, and they would leave early, and Kevin just wasn't looking. They'd say step off, and just a little too late.
That one in the air to left field, hit pretty good, going back at the wall. Goodbye, home run. Andujar delivers a 2 RBI homer. His 6th of the year. RBIs 19 and 20.
Well, Andujar's really come alive here, actually kind of filling in at third base and now winning the spot. And his bat has just been on fire. He's leading all rookies with now 25 extra base hits. That is a nice pitch from Kevin Gausman. Split finger at the bottom of the zone, and he just goes out and gets it. Great swing from a young hitter. A 2-run shot.
His first career home run against the Orioles. And the Yankees take a 2-1 lead. Fastball will be away. Torres. Well, Andujar just launched that one, and it kept on going. So each team with a home run in the ball game. And that'll be fouled off the other way. Well, the Yankees, as we said, they lead the world in home runs. That is the 89th home run they have hit on the year. They lead the majors in runs per game at 5.6. Hits per game over 1.5 home run per ball game. Their OPS is number 1, and their walks are number 1 in all of Major League Baseball. And Gausman gets stung by it. 13th home run, a 12th home run, 12th that Kevin has surrendered off the fist.
Well, Kevin's moving his fastball around though with some heavy velocity. I mean, every pitch seems 97. Like how he attacked the top of the zone there. Had a little swing through from Torres. Surprised if he doesn't go back up there. I mean, there are some holes and a lot of hitters at the top of the zone.
Torres will take one down low. Torres has got a 4-game hit streak. He too has been a tremendous asset to the Yankees when they had to work through some injuries, and he certainly is a shining light right now in this team. He's one of their young players. Foul back. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now that's the dangerous pitch right there for Kevin Gausman. He wanted that fastball inside, an advantage of the count, and he leaves it in the middle of the plate, getting away with one there. See the 6th fastball, way too much of the middle.
2 ball 2 strike count. Torres will take that one to right field, shy of the warning track. Joey Rickert will put that one away. Yankees get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on. Andujar, the homer, 2-1 Yankees. City. There's no end to the fun you'll have in Ocean City. Plan your trip today at OCOcean.com. Little light mist continues to fall as it has since the start of the game. Field was covered prior to the ball game, but there was no rain. We had an hour 44-minute non-rain delay, and going to try and just play this thing through and hope those storms stay away. Tanaka with a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. Jonathan Scope 1 for 4 in the ball game last night. He too has had the home runs off Tanaka, 3 of them. Hitting .231. There's a silo shot in the middle of the diamond. Shortstop D.D. Gregorius comes in to put her away. Couple of pitches, and Jonathan Scope is retired. Join fellow students, alumni, and supporters for University Nights at Oriole Park. Fans purchasing a University Night ticket package will receive a unique Orioles cap featuring the participating schools, colors, and logo. The caps are limited, so be sure to reserve your seats now. Visit Orioles.com/university today. Tanaka's delivery, and just vicious motion on that pitch.
Yeah, I mean, he throws everything in the book. I mean, he's got the slider, he'll throw for strike, got the split finger, he's shown he can throw for strikes, and then the put away, moving his fastball around a little bit.
Mancini drives one to center field. Got pretty good lumber on that. Back at the wall. It's playable. Hicks. 2 down.
That's a good swing for Trey Mancini. You know, he says he comes in here every day trying to have a fresh start. Well, you got to build off that swing. That's a nice swing right there, staying inside the baseball, driving it to right center field. That's where Trey needs to be, and he's got to bring that same approach in his next AB.
So 2 down, nobody on. Here is Chris Davis. Davis with the 0 for 4 in the ball game last night. 5 for 24 with a home run lifetime against Tanaka. And a check swing. He went around on it. Mike Winter, the home plate umpire, makes the call. So a strike on him. There's the shift. Torres moves up out to right.
I see Tanaka's numbers here, the shift percentage versus left-handers, and this year, boy, they're moving everybody over. Might be because the fastball velocity down, or just the numbers showing. Hey, all the lefties are hooking everything off Tanaka.
Chris is second in strikeouts in the league with 73. Aaron Judge is third with 72, tied with his teammates, as Stanton also has 72. Joey Gallo struggled more than anybody, 83 times. Pitch will be taken down low. We were talking about hits and strikeouts and all that. Jason Stark had an outstanding article, "As the Whiffs Keep on Coming," he entitled it. April was the first month ever where there were more strikeouts than hits in Major League Baseball. First time ever. And May just missed it. May was almost the second month. It was a matter of 100 strikeouts more, and it would have been more than the hits. So this season there have been 300 more strikeouts than hits, and the Major League Baseball is on pace for nearly 42,000 strikeouts this season, 5,000 more than 5 years ago.
I don't think that's a good thing for the game.
Yikes.
It really isn't. It's just boring baseball.
Ooh. Tanaka. That's a life flash in front of your eyes base hit right there by Davis.
Yeah, well, we're talking about strikeouts. Davis taking one right back through the box. And nice swing by the Crusher. 2 strikes as well. Staying a little bit shorter right there and picking up a clean single. And take a look at Davis's swing. And get that high fastball by him, but Davis, I like that swing. Stay to the big part of the field.
So the Orioles get a base runner with 2 down. That's what the Yankees did in the second inning, when Hicks got the 2-out single and Andujar followed with a home run. So Davis on for Danny Valencia, the new daddy. Back and playing after paternity leave. He did come back yesterday and was available, did not play last night. Danny's got a 5-game hit streak as he comes back to action, and a breaking ball taken down low for a ball.
Good job by Valencia right there, staying tall. We've seen a couple first pitch swings Just got to see what Tanaka's offering right now. I know these guys know what he's got in his back pocket, but man, when you're too aggressive out of the gate and you get all jumpy, that's what Tanaka feeds off of. The over aggressive hitters, and he will expose you all day long.
Danny Valencia 6 for his last 18 during the streak. He will reach, put that one back into the screen. And Tanaka gets the swinging strike on him at 1-1. Danny's been one of the hotter bats for the Orioles. He's hit .358 since the 26th of April, covering 20 games he's been in. That's as hot as any Oriole has been over that span. Although not playing every day, he's played a lot.
Yeah, he has, surprisingly so. Of course, the injury to Tim Beckham gave him many more at bats.
Off speed breaking ball at 83, 1-2.
And brought Valencia in, actually. There's a look at Tim Beckham. A little workout today with infield coach Bobby Dickerson. Sure, he went in there and got some swings as well with Scott Coolbaugh. But Valencia brought over because of his power against the left-handed pitching, and he hasn't disappointed there. Most of the home runs coming off lefties, but getting more ABs off righties, and I think he's settling in nicely, having some better ABs.
Fouled off into the dugout, cued off the end of the bat that time. It is his 21st start at third base for the Orioles, who with Beckham out, they've had Valencia, Peterson, Alvarez all start at the shortstop position. McShowalter's had to juggle the lineups. Jonathan Scope was out, of course, for a while. So Peterson, Sardinas, who's now injured, Beckham, who's injured, and Velma, who's no longer with the team, all have played second. 1-2 pitch on the way, and that'll be down low. Good stop made by Sanchez. Davis stays over there at first base.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Tanaka, though, if you're on first base and you know Wayne Kirby's getting in Davis's ear, any base runner that gets on there, you've got to be aware of the ball getting in the dirt. He loves to spike his splitty, especially when he gets 2 strikes on hitters. A nice block by Sanchez, but man, you can take advantage, get yourself out in a scoring position, just anticipate a little bit.
2 wild pitches have been thrown by Tanaka this year. He'll throw over to get it back. Tanaka, of course, came out of Japan, where he won 99 games. He was 99-35 in Japan. He was voted the best player, not just the best pitcher, but the best player in the Japanese Nippon Professional Baseball League. 2-time winner of that award. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Had a reach. Right center, Hicks, Judge. Judge is bigger but stays away. So Hicks makes the catch. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 2-1 Yankees. Blue Jays pitching today. 7-3 record, could win his 100th game today. And out of the Sportsnet Canada, the baseball world will be watching Happ carefully this summer, because the Blue Jays project as sellers, barring a sudden reversal, and the left-hander could be one of the best arms available. Hanley Ramirez, who was designated for assignment last week, officially released by the Red Sox yesterday, free to sign with any club for the league minimum salary. The Red Sox will pay the rest of his $22 million tab this year. From the Boston Herald, Ken Rosenthal reporting from The Athlete that the Orioles have an interest, but he said he could not gauge how deep that interest was.
Yeah. Well, it's going to come down to money, I think. Again, even though he's getting paid $22 million on the back end.
Yep. That's The Athletic. If you've not seen that online, you can find it. And a 2-0 count here. Here is Brett Gardner back to the top of the order in the third inning. Gardner double was stranded in the first, so he's had 3 hits now and 6 at bats in the 2 games. He got frozen on that one in there for a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, 2-0 change. Yeah, Kevin Gausman kind of staying with the same pattern as far as falling behind. Got to be aggressive early. Get that strike 1. I mean, getting himself into some dangerous counts here early in this ball game.
Delivery to Gardner will be in the air to left center field. They were playing shallow. That's a long run. It'll hit right at the base of the wall. Mancini will get it in, and Gardner's got another double. So he's led off an inning twice and had a double both times.
He's been squaring up the baseball here recently. Had 3 home runs in his last 16 games. A couple doubles already in this ball game. After a 2-0 changeup, Gausman comes back with a good fastball down and away. But Gardner just hunting that heater. He goes down and gets himself some. Beat Mancini deep in left field and standing on second base with no outs.
So he's got 10 2-baggers on the year. And another chance for Judge with a runner in scoring position. He struck out in the same situation in the first inning. Scope holding the runner. Judge will foul it away.
Take a look at Judge's numbers here versus Kevin Gausman. 7 for 14 coming into this ball game. Has 3 home runs with the 6 RBI, 6 punch outs. Well, Kevin Gausman got him on a splitty in his first at bat, so make that 7 punch outs, but still some really damaging offensive numbers there.
317 with runners in scoring position for Judge. That pitch is just going to miss away. A little bit low. So Gausman working with a 1-ball 1-strike count. Kevin came into the game having surrendered the 4th most hits in the American League, with the 72 having been surrendered in 64 innings coming into the ball game. Yankees have 4 in this one, and Judge looked like he wasn't going to swing no matter what on that. And the pitch was inside.
Well, it's pretty uncanny. Some of these guys can really recognize the pitch right out of Gausman's hand. How they can lay off that nasty splitty is beyond me, because he's flipping 97-mile-an-hour fastballs up there, and there is no chance to get on a fastball if you're waiting like that.
Then you get the off-speed delivery while you're looking for a fastball, and the count goes to 2-2 on Judge.
Yeah, it might be the thing right there. I think hitters might be guessing off Kevin Gausman. They were probably thinking about the fastball. Kevin dropping a nice breaking ball on him, ends up finishing down and away. Perfect spot.
Judge with his 13 home runs over the last 2 years against the Orioles. 2-2 delivery. Ground ball down to third, foul. Fair hit his foot, foul. Home plate umpire Mike Winter says hang on, it got him in the batter's box. We're looking at Judge's home run numbers for since 2017. He's had the most home runs against the Orioles with 13, and he's also had the most home runs against the Blue Jays with 12. So he leads in homers against those 2 teams over the last year and a third. I got a feeling there'll be a couple more entering that group before this year is done. 2-2. Gardner the lead off second. Down low, nice stop made. Cisco.
Now, beautiful stop by Chance Cisco. Sliding right over on the splitty. That helps your pitcher build his confidence, knowing that your catcher's going to work hard to get in front of that, keep that runner right there at second base.
Scope really keeping an eye on him, trying to cut that lead of Gardner down. 3-2 delivery, and Judge will go down swinging again. And again, something other than the fastball.
Yeah, another split finger right there. 85 miles an hour. Yeah, see the grip? Actually, the circle change grip coming in, and it is a great pitch. If you can locate on that inside corner. Hitters have got to clear that front hip. Thinking about the Gausman 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and he's got him twice on that same pitch.
That will bring up Greg Bird. Bird with a runner at second base, left-handed hitter, so Manny Machado will work to hold the runner. Bird with a 1 for 6 so far in the 2 games. Gardner loves to get those big walking leads if you let him, and the Orioles trying not to do that. Bird had Gardner at second when he came up and in that first inning and grounded out. Bird's not had a lot of chances since coming off the DL. He's gone 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Yankees are very happy to have his bat back and his glove at first base. Right ankle surgery put him on the DL. 0-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be fouled out of play.
Couple good fastballs right there. Yeah, Bird, a very dangerous hitter. Put up some impressive numbers before that injury bug started wearing him down. Kevin Gausman attacking up to the top of the zone. Love to see that a little bit more out of Gausman. Get up over that upper third. You see a couple good fastballs there. So hard nowadays for hitters who get that launch angle just stuck in their head. They're thinking about driving the ball, getting some distance.
He got him on a swinging strike. So Kevin Gausman's coming up with the strikeouts when he needs them most. That's 5 that he's picked up. He had 2 of those in the first inning after Gardner's double.
Well, 3 fastballs, 96 and up. And this one located very well on the outside corner, and making quick work of Bird.
So Stanton gets another chance. This is a remake of the first inning with Gardner a leadoff double. In the first inning, Judge struck out, Bird grounded out, and Stanton struck out. Not this time. In the air to right field, going back and looking up, and goodbye, home run. A 2-run homer. Giancarlo Stanton gets it. First home run he has hit in this ballpark in his career, and his first as a Yankee against the Orioles.
Well, when he hits them hard, 107 miles an hour off the bat. The Orioles have been doing a nice job containing him here. But Gausman misses the spot with the fastball. It is up and out over. And there you see what happens with mistakes to Stanton. He's had a hard time and had some inconsistencies. He's putting that Yankee uniform on. But there you can see what he could do with 12 home runs on the season.
So the Yankees using the long ball. They are the Bronx Bombers again. Their 90th home run of the year, and all 4 of the runs in this game have come on 2 home runs. And Stanton gets number 12, RBIs 30 and 31. And the Yankees have the same score that the ball game ended with last night, a 4-1 lead. Fouled off the end of the bat. Sanchez grounded out his first time up.
A couple good breaking balls to Sanchez, working away. Got to stay away. Obviously, now you got to get that off the plate. Full advantage of this count. And should not make a mistake on the dish.
0-2, timeout asked for. Kevin Gausman did not give up a home run in that start in New York in the 5-inning performance. 0-2 delivery, foul back. He has given up as many as 3. That was in his first outing, and that was against Minnesota when he gave up 3 home runs. 6th time in his career he'd done that. He's given up 2 to the Yankees now in this one. He'd surrendered, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd given up only 3 home runs in the last 5 games. And he'll get him. So that will do it in the inning. A little argument about it on a foul ball, but it's not going to go anywhere. Sanchez out, home run Stanton. On Tuesday the 12th, the first 25,000 fans 15 and over get the Dylan Bundy bobblehead. Go to Orioles.com for tickets. Red Sox, of course, have lost Mookie Betts to the DL. And not quite sure where that's going to go, but obviously a big loss out of their lineup.
Yeah, you know, he had the rib problem, they were saying, and then they gave him like 5 days and it was still there. And you got to be careful with those obliques. And we don't even know. We're just kind of speculating a little bit, but boy, guys can get set back for a long time if you don't handle that properly.
I think that's why they haven't used the word oblique, because they're afraid it automatically means 6 weeks without even thinking about it.
Exactly.
Here is Chance Sisco. Sisco had an 0 for 1 in the ball game. Did get on with the hit by a pitch. 6th time he's been hit by a pitch, and he got a walk. The other time was a strikeout. He's trying to get out of an 0 for 11 he is in right now. Tanaka goes to the back of the mound. Top of the order, Rickert, and then Adam Jones due up against the 29-year-old right-hander. 0-1 delivery on the way. That is what surprised me the most, because I had forgotten that he's only 29 years old.
Right.
I thought with all those years in the Japanese league he had to be 31 or 32 years old. It just seemed that's the way it should be, but not so.
Yeah, 100 wins over there, and
popped that one up left center. Hicks moves over, center fielder.
Started pitching over there when he was 12 years old.
Yeah. Oriole fans, when the O's score 5 runs or more, get 50% off regular menu price online orders at papajohns.com with the promo code Orioles5. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. 7 years in Japan. So you were right. He was 12 years old.
Yeah.
Came over to pitch for the Yankees in 2014. He has a 58-30 record with the Yankees, which is one of the best win percentages among active pitchers currently in the major leagues. 2-0 count, and there you see the rain coming down. That means we can play.
As long as you have your poncho.
That's right. They rolled the top up and they put the cover on, which seems to me says we're going to play as long as we can, and when we can't play anymore, go home.
We'll put the diamond dry on for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, that's right. 2 ball, 1 strike count. This is hard as it's rained. Little slider is going to miss outside. Tanaka's win percentage among active pitchers is 3rd. 659 is the number. Only Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer among active pitchers have a better win percentage than does Tanaka. 3-1 delivery on the way. Rickert off the end of the bat, foul.
Yeah, pretty impressive. And of course that split fingers really led the way for him and his ability to throw all of his pitches for strikes. But the splitty, it was really his bread and butter coming over. I knew it was going to give hitters fits, and it certainly has. You know, he may be fatiguing a little bit. The arm might be wearing down, but the Yankees are using him properly. He's throwing 5 or 6 innings, you know, getting into the middle part of the ball game. They're not overdoing it with it.
He got that one left field. That ball is way back. Joey Rickert, and goodbye. Home run. Andrew Cashner celebrates as Rickert rounds the bases. And the Orioles get one back to make it a 4-2 game for Joey Rickert, his 3rd of the year and his 6th RBI.
There you go. And Joey Rickert at the top of the lineup popping one. A mistake up at the top of the zone. And Rickert making a pay. Couple solo shots for the O's.
Congratulations to our Maryland Lottery contestant, Samita Jasani. That's $500 more, 2 home runs, so $500 for each, plus the $500 for being selected. Joey Rickert, a 1-out homer here in the 3rd inning. That'll be a base hit the other way. Hard knock. Adam Jones had a home run his first time up, delivers a single with 1 away here in the 3rd.
A nice swing right there from Adam Jones. Not trying to do too much. Gets a fastball he can handle. This is Joey Rickard, though. Been jumping all over this heater, catching it out in front and hammering this ball into big raindrops. Rickard picking up his 3rd home run. How about 103 miles an hour off the bat? It's a line drive, 26 degrees and 383. Oh, yeah. Castro saying, where were those home runs last night when I was pitching? Could have used a little help.
Adam Jones with his 17th multi-hit game. Adams on to first base with 1 away, and Manny Machado coming up. So the Orioles cut into it, as it looks like we're going to have a home run affair. That's what we've got going right now here in the 3rd inning. Manny was trying to join the group. Strikeout victim, his first time. He has had 1 long ball off Tanaka. Tanaka's given up 2. That's 14 home runs surrendered by Tanaka. Gosman's given up 2. 13 off Gosman. And a strike taken. And Manny finds himself behind here 0-2.
A little split finger right there, tumbling in. And just the fact that it looked a little different to Manny. He takes it. How about the location, though, of the 1st and 2nd pitch? Pretty good down at the bottom.
Short lead at first. The 0-2 delivery. Manny will fight it off into the Oriole dugout. Cue shot, foul ball that time.
Yeah, tough pitch. Just working just a little bit further off the first 2 pitches. Another little slider from Machado.
Manny continues. A lot of league leaderboard numbers for him. He's 7th in average, tied for 4th in home runs, 2nd in RBIs, 4th in hits, and 6th in extra base hits. 0-2 count on him here. Jones off first. Tanaka check swing. He stayed off it.
Every pitch just a little test. You know, he kind of tantalizes you out there. Looking good out of his hand, and everything's got a little bit of movement. Pushing away from Machado's barrel.
1-2. Infield double play depth. Getting a little wet out there. Check swing to hit him. No, foul ball strike. Got him. No foul ball. Just bounced away. So he is out of there on a K. No need to go to first. First base occupied.
Wow. It's like a wiffle ball right there. A little split finger, and look at it take off. And chasing Machado. Tries to hold up his swing. Let's take a look. And he's trying to get out of the way, but no, that hip turns all the way around and takes the bat head with it.
So that is strikeout number 3 for Tanaka. And that will bring up Mark Trumbo. Trumbo was strikeout victim number 2. 2 down, runner at first. Orioles with a run in on the Rickard homer. That's going to miss down low for a ball. Tanaka has not lost in his last 7 starts. He's gone 4-0 with a 3.83 ERA over those 7, allowing 3 or fewer in 5 of the 7 starts he has made this year. And then with all that run support, you end up 6-2. 1-0 delivery on the way. Slice the other way, foul.
Yeah, doesn't have many starts getting up over 6 innings. I think he's topped out at 6 1/3, maybe 6 2/3. Everything else down in it's 5 innings. They just try to get the 5 solid out of him. If he's his pitch counts down, they'll stretch him into 6 innings, but they're going to be careful.
His average 5 2/3 innings pitched for his average over the 11 starts. 1 ball, 1 strike count. And that's right there. Tanaka laid one in on the outside corner. I think Mark may have been thinking of looking for something up and in, because that's the way they've been going after him, and instead he went down and away.
Yeah, they've been attacking up at the top of the strike zone for Trumbo. It's kind of weird. I mean, there have been times where Trumbo, in my opinion, one of the better high ball hitters in the games, but here recently he's just had a hard time picking up that baseball. A lot of swing throughs on that pitch track, showing they're targeting down and away.
1-2. Count will stay there with Adam being held by Bird at first. 1-2 delivery on the way to him. Ow. That one came on Sanchez. It ricocheted in a hurry. Looked like a line drive.
Yeah, twisted the helmet around. A mistake slider here, staying in the middle of the plate. Trumbo puts a healthy cut on it. Look at it whacking the helmet there, turning it sideways. And of course, Sanchez, when he steps up, like, come on, man. Keep it out of the middle of the plate. You're ahead right now. Get it down and away.
Pitch number 20 of the inning coming from Tanaka on this 1-2. Jones not going. Trumbo is out. So Tanaka with the breaking ball down and away will pick up the strikeout. 2 in the inning, 4 in the ball game. The Orioles a run on 2 hits, leave 1. It was Joey Rickard, a 1-out homer, 3rd of the year to make it 4-2. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. And consistent rain coming down now. As we said, the rain did not start until the ball game did. So whatever wetness is on the field has come since the game started, and you got to believe what they're going to try and do here is get an official game in. Just play through. Here's Didi Gregorius. Gausman's delivery down low. The Yankees already have a makeup doubleheader in Detroit on Monday. Then they've got another game against Washington that they've got to complete a suspended game and play the regular game on the same day. They've had some long nights. That's going to go to left field. Mancini, he's got it. Ball sinking on him, tough to read, hit right at him, but he makes the catch.
Yeah, absolutely. Those line drives hit right at you the hardest. I don't care if you're on the infield or the outfield. Mancini, a little false step and then reads the baseball, makes a nice play coming in. One of the harder plays for the outfield, diving straight on. Got to turn your glove properly, and Mancini handles it well for the first out.
So Gausman gets one. Infield moves into the shift. And that will bring Hicks to the plate. 2 out base hits scored on the home run by Andujar in the 2nd inning. Pitch will be taken up. Valencia will play in at 3rd. He's the only one over there on the left side of the infield. Not wanting to give Aaron Hicks that free bunt base hit. Gausman a 1-0. Hicks over the top on that one.
Boy, nasty change right there from Kevin Gausman. Pitch pushing down and away from Hicks. Hicks looks like he wants to hit one out on Utah Street. Winding up some big hacks.
Hicks in his 5th year of Major League service, had been with the Twins. Pitch is going to miss down low. Never quite got the average at the Major League level the Twins had hoped for, so became available. And John Ryan Murphy, the catcher the Yankees had, went the other way in the exchange in 2015. And taking again. Mike Witter behind the plate, pretty straight up on the ball strike zone. But for pitchers, you got to get it in. You're not going to get a lot of advantage calls on the veteran.
Kevin's thrown a couple borderline pitches down at the bottom with the splitty and the fastball. Not really getting that call down there.
3-1 delivery on the way, and a swing and a miss. He was looking for a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah. Boy, Cisco and Gausman on the same page with the call on the changeup. He's thrown some good ones. More than he's thrown in any start. And how about the location? Down and away. Perfect spot.
1 down. Nobody on. Hicks 3-2. And he gets it. That's 7 strikeouts for Kevin Gausman in the ballgame.
Yeah, and that is filthy right there. Man, oh man, is he feeling good about the change. How about this one? Get that action pushing down and away. Almost like the screwball effect. Hicks just pulling off. Beautiful pitch.
So Kevin Gausman 2 down here in the 4th inning. Andujar delivered the home run. His 6th of the year in that 2nd inning when Hicks was on board. He'll foul that one back. That one off 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, that pitch got all over him. And you think first pitch, most hitters are gearing up to hit the fastball. 97 boring in. He had no chance at that pitch. It just ate them all up.
Kevin has had 10 strikeouts this year against the White Sox, and that equaled his career high. Come in with other heat in 98, missed that one. Andujar, the long ball.
Yeah, he got a split finger. It wasn't a bad pitch either, and he squared it up. Line drive, only 22 degrees, almost 400 feet away. 2-run shot.
Miguel Andujar, 1 ball, 1 strike delivery on him. Base is empty, and he goes the other way, foul. Leads all major league rookies in extra base hits. He's got 25 of them. He's tied for the most multi-hit games among rookies at 17. And he's 2nd in rookie hits with 52. Torres at 2nd base. Andujar at 3rd. Wow.
Yeah, some good young talent. I mean, that's really, I think, the formula, right? You find some good young talent and have good veterans.
Good pitch. Gausman gets it. That's 8 strikeouts, 2 of them coming here in this inning. He sets the side down in order. Our M&T do-ups, it'll be Scope, Mancini, and Davis.
Hats off for heroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
And here at Camden Yards, fans withstanding a little rain coming down continually here. Those lucky enough to be under the umbrellas out there on the roof deck. And those under the ponchos in the seats. Yankees had the 4-2 lead. Tanaka against Gausman. Tanaka no walks, 4 strikeouts. Gausman no walks, 8 strikeouts. In that ball game last night, only 3 walks were surrendered by the Yankee pitchers and only 1 from the Oriole pitchers, and that was by Andrew Kashner, the starter in the ball game. So the pitchers in the first 2 games for both sides of throwing strikes.
Yeah, absolutely. And a little bit of a surprise yesterday. Sonny Gray came in that walk rate up over 5 per 9 innings. He didn't have any walks. Looked pretty good.
Here is Jonathan Schoop, goes after it. That goes off the glove of Andujar. That'll be a double. Over to get it is Gardner. Schoop will go in easily to second base. And the Orioles are going to get the potential tying run to the plate with Schoop on at second.
There you go. Jonathan Schoop recently a little susceptible to the slider, especially the one off the plate. Maybe a little over aggressive, but this slider stays on the dish and he smokes it. Look out, Andujar down at third base. Well, it's going to put you in play. That had some hair on it, coming off hot, and Jonathan Schoop ends up on second base.
So let's see if the Orioles can take advantage of the two-bagger. Trey Mancini flied out to center field his first time up. Trey longing mightily to get that bat going again, especially in these situations where it has been such a struggle to pick up the RBIs. Delivery to him, down low, blocked. Sanchez will hold the runner at second base.
Yeah, really the Orioles as a team have had some problems with runners in scoring position. Machado really the most consistent, hitting up over 400. You see the Orioles stats with runners in scoring position. 233 as a team. That's 12th in the American League. Not so good. All last year they were up at the top, either 1 or 2 for the bulk of the season. You talk about Mancini, he's only hit a 100, I think.
Yep, 100 even. 4 for 40. 1-0 count. Torres holds the runner at second a bit. Fouled off again, going off Sanchez. The Orioles did not have a hit with a runner in scoring position last night. They ended up going 0 for 6 against the Yankees in that ball game. So Buck and the rest of the Orioles just waiting for really just a breakout inning where you put up some crooked numbers and get 5 or 6 guys to the plate and put some hits up. Absolutely. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think that's it. That's something to get the confidence going, move things in a positive direction.
Pitch will be taken down low. Tanaka falls behind Trey Mancini. A 2 ball, 1 strike count. Tanaka's not lost a game on the road this year. He's 4-0 on the road, but that ERA is just under 5. And as we continually say, 4 is the magic number. Get 4 or more, you win. His ERA is over 4, almost 5, and he still wins. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Torres moving in at second base, holding Schoop. 2-1 delivery. Mancini after 1 away and down.
Boy, Tanaka making some big pitches when he asked to. Quality strikes. Oh, just painted down and away. How about that? Back to back. Down and away. That's where you want to hit it, man. Either up and in or down and away.
Count at 2-2. Outfield deep. No breeze blowing here at the ballpark. 2-2 delivery on the way and chased one outside.
Yeah, a little over aggressive right there. A hard slider, just pushing it well off the plate. Mancini trying to protect that outer third. That's where Tanaka's targeting. That one just gets pushed off. See the frustration with 2 strikes. Of course, that big runner out there on second base.
5 strikeouts for Tanaka in the ball game. His high this year is 9. Game against the Angels. He struck out 7 against the Orioles in a game he lost. 3-run, 6 hits, 6 in the third in New York earlier this year. 1 down now, and the pitch will be in there for a strike. Chris Davis, base hit up the middle. Last time up, picking up his first hit of this 2-game set. Chris has gone 3 for 14 against the Yankees this season. 3 for 14. One of the hits a home run. 1 RBI. Schoop waiting to be driven in with the Yankees on top by 2. Tanaka, that high set. Davis will watch it skim across the plate.
Well, Chris Davis, a real nice swing in his first AB, spinning Tanaka's hat. nice if he could stay to the big part of the field. His drive balls left center, right center gap. Get Davis right. They need that production. They need it in a hurry.
1 ball, 1 strike count on Chris. Shift is on, and the runner at second. Fake throw. Did have Torres directly behind the bag, but not going to chance having one get away into the outfield. Got wet grass all the way around here now, so a ball gets down on that grass and gets picked up to be thrown. It can be a little slippery. Davis on the 1-1. We were talking about all those strikeouts, lack of hits in baseball, how the strikeouts continue to grow. In that Jason Stark article, he noted there will be nearly 7,000 fewer balls put in play than there were 3 years ago. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Slowing the game down.
It's unbelievable.
Nothing's happening.
No.
I mean, you wait for a home run once every 10, 11, 12 times at bat by somebody, and the rest of the time you're watching paint dry. That'll go towards second base on the shift. Torres up, records the out. Scope moves over, but there are 2 down. The Orioles welcome you and your best furry friend for a day at the park. Bark at Oriole Park. Ticket packages include the unique opportunity to bring your dog to one of 2 Oriole games, plus an Orioles themed doggy bow tie, with a portion of the proceeds benefiting Barks, the Baltimore Humane Society, as well. For tickets, go to Orioles.com/bark.
Michael Gibbons out there huddled up with his bullpen companions. And the rain looks kind of chilly out there.
Tough life. 2 down.
He wants his dog out there with him.
That's right. Runner on at third base. Big chance here. And a swing and a miss. Danny Valencia flied out his first time up. Valencia's been one of the best of the Orioles with limited at bats. 294 with runners in scoring position, 5 for 17. So Danny with a chance to make this a 1-run ball game if he can get Scope in. The leadoff double by Jonathan, but he's still out there at third base.
Well, with Valencia reaching for that little slider, you know he's going to keep pushing it down there. He might show something in, but he's going to be targeting down and away.
Way up high.
And of course, Jonathan Scope's got to be aware of that splitty in the dirt.
Sanchez was almost standing up, giving that sign, giving the target behind the plate that time. He wanted that ball way up. He stood up to get it. Now with a 1-1. Late target, down and away. That's where he wanted it to be. Did he get him to go? No.
Yeah, changing eye levels with that fastball up and out of the strike zone and popping the slider down and away, trying to get Valencia to swing, and boy, is it close. Could have gone either way.
So Danny up on the count, 2-1. Outfield shaded to right on him. Tanaka 2-1. And right back out there.
Yeah, nasty pitch. And I figure he's going to target out there. Nice just to slap a double or a single out in the right center. Pick up that RBI. Valencia backlegging a little bit. Maybe too big on that pitch.
2-run homer by Andujar. 2-run homer by Giancarlo Stanton. 4 for the Yankees. Adam Jones a solo shot. RBI on a solo home run by Rickert. The 2 runs for the Orioles. Tanaka now has given up at least 1 home run in 5 consecutive starts. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Valencia won't bite on that one. Sanchez able to hold it, so Scope stays.
Yeah, pretty good block right there by Sanchez. There's a knock on Sanchez. You know, too many pass balls. Ball's getting by him here, but good job making his body as wide as possible, sliding over and really squaring that ball up and killing it right in front of him.
So a full count, 3-2. You see Sanchez turning his head with Tanaka. All right, let's go now. Let's get this one. Didn't even need a sign. They knew what they were going to throw here. 3-2 delivery on the way, and he got him. So 6 strikeouts for Tanaka. Another 2 in the inning. Leadoff double. Scope left stranded. Yankees up 4-2.
On the board first, his 10th home run of the season, his 3rd against Tanaka in his career. But then Andujar, the young righty, he hits a 2-run shot. How about Stanton? Yeah, the Yankees, they are crushing the baseball this year, and they hit 2 off Gausman. 2-run shots, but Joey Rickard answering right back with a solo shot. 4-2 right now, Yankees over the O's. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
Torres will lead it off against Kevin Gausman. You go to the 5th inning. In the air, center field. Adam Jones in the rain. Adams got it, a pitch and an out. That will turn the order over with Gardner and Judge due up here in the 5th inning. So with the rain coming down and expected to continue, it kind of changes what you got to do in the ball game a bit strategy wise. I mean, the Yankees just trying to add to their lead, but they also want to get this game official. Get through the 5 innings. There's no reason to believe the rain's going to stop. Gardner has been a big factor again. 2 doubles, a run scored. He's got 4 hits, 6 at bats in the first 2 games. Now hitting over .330 against the Orioles this year. And the pitch is in there for a strike. He's having one of his better years against the Orioles at the plate. He has scored 6 runs against the Orioles this season, and this the 6th game they've played. He leads all Yankees in runs scored versus the Orioles in this series.
Wow, he almost just had his 3rd double. That was a little closer than he thought.
He held up and then
yeah,
got a little scared.
How close it was. Yeah, pretty close. I guess he had a better eye than us.
Gosh, I hope so. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Gausman up high. Kevin, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Yankees picking up 4 runs on the 2 long balls. 1-2. Gardner, a comebacker. Ooh, stopped running. Play made. Don't see Gardner do that very often.
No.
He's heart and hustle guy.
Yeah.
Discover Siesta Beach in Sarasota, Florida. Consistently ranked as one of the best beaches in the world. Plan now at visitsarasota.com. Here's Judge. 2 strikeouts in the game. Judge came in hitting .343 lifetime against the Orioles. 13 home runs. Check swing and a pitch is going to catch the inside corner. 2 away, nobody on. Kevin Gausman looking for another clean inning. He's retired 6 in a row after the home run by Giancarlo Stanton in the 3rd. Hit hard. That's a fair ball. He'll make the turn, head to second, easily getting in. Trey Mancini will play it in, and a double for Judge.
Well, Judge continuing his wicked ways against Kevin Gausman. I guess for Gausman's sake, thank goodness it stays in the park. 13th double, though. Take a look right here. This is going to be a great view. Just hooking it down that left field line. Staying fair by about 6 inches. Valencia trying to push it foul. But no, Judge ended up on second base.
Whew. This is a big run. I mean, considering the weather and everything, get another run on the board for the Yankees. It's always a big run, but increase that lead to 3 is what they're trying to do. Bird has struck out, grounded out both times with a runner in scoring position. Again, the Yankees are piling up the chances here in this ball game. The opportunities. They've had runners in scoring position in those innings, 1st and 3rd, but it's been the home run ball that's resulted in the runs. Bird trying to change that. 1-0 count.
Well, they can put some pressure on teams. All these opportunities with runners on base, and we talked about it, the name of their game. They can draw a lot of walks to get on base, and then of course coupled with the power makes them the most dangerous offenses in the game.
Pitch will be taken away, and the count will go to 2-0. Yankees are a season high 19 over 500. They have the best winning percentage in all of Major League Baseball with their 36-17 mark under their new manager Aaron Boone. Swing and a miss. The off-speed pitch has kept him off balance a number of times, number of hitters.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that is so nasty, and I think it's luck if anybody hits it anyway. I mean, Gausman's arm speed is great. He gets great movement on the pitch. It's working away from the lefties, and it's even tough on the righties. Andujar caught him with one. Thought it was a pretty good split finger. But he's also got that, a 96 and up with the fastball. And love to see him working a few of those pitches up above the strike zone. I think that's a huge area that Gausman hasn't even really started to expose.
2 ball, 2 strike count with 2 down. Judge, big a lead as he wants out there. 2-2 delivery, and that's going to be up high. So the count is full, 3-2. Bird with Stanton waiting on deck. Bird, a career filled with injuries, missed the entire 16 season, 48 games played last year with the Yankees. This year, just getting back into game form. Full count delivery to him, and Gausman gets another K. 9 strikeouts, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And that one falling off the table. 4-2 Yankees. an air dealer at MidAtlanticComfort.com. And by Johns Hopkins Orthopedics. When you have a setback, we set you up for a comeback. Gary Thorne, Mike Bordick, rainy day. After an hour and 44-minute rain delay, when it didn't rain, they played most of the game in the rain. Coming down and clearly trying to get in an official game here. Not rainy. I mean, this is the kind of rain you play through, and they just hope it doesn't get any worse.
Yeah, for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised the Orioles start being down by a couple runs. Maybe lay a bunt down. Maybe test this defense a little bit with the wet grass.
Cisco flied out his first time up. Cisco, Rickert, and Adam Jones will be due up for the Orioles, batting in the bottom half of the 5th inning, which will make it official. Tanaka, the 0-1. Cisco will take 91 fastball up high. Yankees on the road this year, coming in 14-8. They've played the fewest road games in Major League Baseball because of the weather. 1-1 delivery on the way. That'll be chop foul, hit him on the bounce up. Count 1-2.
Chance Cisco has just been beating himself up here last few ball games. He's been taking a beating behind the plate. He's been taking balls in the neck, underneath the chin. He's been getting hit by pitches, and that ball just fouled off the plate, kicking back up and getting him. My goodness.
He'll stand back in with a 1-ball 2-strike count on him. Shift on infield against him. He's going to beat it though with this one. That's a base hit. So Chance Cisco is on with a leadoff single. And the Orioles will bring the potential tying run to the plate again.
Here we go.
Joey Rickert and our cricket smile.
Yeah, absolutely. Rickard smiling. That 3rd home run. Solo shot, 2nd solo shot of the ball game. Of course, Jones started things off, and then Joey Rickard with the smash.
So Cisco gets the base hit to get him out of an 0 for 12. Rickard, the home run 3rd of the year, 3rd inning. He is also grounded out. Nobody out. And a pitch that's in there for a strike. Orioles have had the leadoff man on each of the last 2 innings. That's a real advantage against Tanaka, who gets 77% of leadoff batters. And the average jumps up about 40 points against him with runners on base as opposed to the bases empty. 0-1 delivery. Second baseman Torres there will put it away in fair territory. So Rickert retired, 1 down.
Yeah, Rickard looked like he had a pretty good pitch to handle right there. Just got underneath a little bit. Boy, with that leadoff hitter on, you expect, or you hope for anyway, a big inning. The Orioles just to string some hits together, put some pressure on Tanaka.
Scope got the leadoff double in the 4th and was left stranded. 2 strikeouts and a ground ball out in that inning. Now Adam Jones, he has had the homer, 10th of the year, 1st inning, and also has picked up a single. So he's hitting over 380 against Tanaka now with 3 home runs. Delivery to him hard to 3rd. That's a fair ball. Andujar. Relay. Torres double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. It's an official ball game as the Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Boys and Girls Clubs of Metropolitan Baltimore, a commitment to the needs of the young in the Baltimore City Juvenile Center. He's assisted hundreds getting back in school, getting GEDs, and securing employment. Our congratulations to Andrew Knox and our thanks for the work you do. If you'd like to donate to one of the Birdland Community Hero programs, you can do so by going to Orioles.com/heroes.
Yeah, good stuff right there. Andrew Knox, of course, the Boys and Girls Clubs. Boy, do they do great things. And, you know, Adam Jones, such a big part of that here in the Baltimore area as well.
Very big supporter of Boys and Girls Clubs. And not just with dollars, but with his time. So Gosman will work here in the top of the 6th inning. Yankees with a 4-2 lead. Giancarlo Stanton will take the pitch inside for a ball. Delivered home run number 12, 3rd inning. Had Gardner on board. That was a 2-out homer. Andujar, a homer with Hicks on board. That was a 2-out homer. And the pitch is in there to Giancarlo Stanton on a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
Yeah, Stanton hit a big ball, 12th home run on a mistake from Kevin Gosman. He's made some really good pitches in this ball game, but one bad mistake, a fastball up and out over. He wanted to drive the heater underneath the hands and just yanked it, and Stanton did not miss. And it kind of shows you what he's looking for. And he's had some wild swings, but if you leave a mistake up and out over, something he can get a good look at, he's going to do some damage.
Stanton hit it hard to the hole. Manny Machado knocks it down. Will not have a play. That'll be an unusual infield single. Carlos Stanton does not get a lot of those. He gets one here to lead off the 6th inning.
Well, hard hit ball and beating the shift. Take a look, probably skipping off the wet grass as well. Manny Machado, nice diving attempt, a little bit of an over boogie, catches him on the heel, but there you see him just slipping a little bit when he tries to get up. Manny's got one of the strongest arms in the game. I'm glad he didn't cut that one loose, but maybe a slower runner, if the ball hadn't gotten away, he would have gotten it.
So the leadoff man on. Stanton gets his second hit, 2 for 3. Gary Sanchez 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out. Yankees have 7 hits on the board. The Orioles have 6. Yankees have left a couple. The Orioles 3. That ball off the fists. About an easy a double play as you're going to find. Threw it away. Thou thinks I spoketh too soon. Sometimes they're too easy, or maybe it was a wet ball. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, one thing I learned as a younger player, there really is no such thing as a routine ball. You really have to have ultimate focus. Even though Jonathan Scope can do this in his sleep, one of the best in the game at turning the double play, it was just too easy, too much time right there, and yoinks and away up into the stands. Tough error right there.
So the error, it's a fielder's choice to reach first, and an error allowing Sanchez to go to second. So a runner in scoring position with 1 out to get the force out on Stanton. Here is D.D. Gregorius. He has struck out, flied out. Fine catch made by Trey Mancini in left in his last at bat on a hard hit line drive. So the Yankees get a chance to add to their numbers. Gregorius with the 35 runs batted in. He too with power. He's trying to bring Sanchez around. Not a speedy runner at second base. Gregorius hitting only 196 with runners in scoring position.
He got off to just an incredible start with the bat, but has cooled down quite a bit through the month of May.
He hit .304 last year in these situations, so his number's way down. One ball, 1 strike count, 1 away. Gosman has had to work. Runners on base, except for one. Jones coming. No, got by him. But Adam Jones got a piece of it. 1 run will score. Throw to second, not in time. Sanchez in. Adam in between on deciding to make a catch, and then the short hop, fortunately for the Orioles, got blocked a little bit by Adam.
Yeah, just caught a piece of his glove to kind of knock it down, maybe 20 feet behind him. It looked like it was going to be heading to the wall. It would have been an easy inside the Barker. Here you see it. Adam just getting a piece of it, trying to get that short hop, and actually gets underneath him a little bit. You know, Adam Jones, one-time infielder, and we talk at times when we see infielders make errors. If the ball gets underneath you, your eyes can't track it. You try to keep your eyes behind the baseball. Perfect example right there. Even happens to outfielders.
Believe they will call this a double and an RBI.
Now, nice swing by Gregorius, staying to the middle, and this ball is just sinking a little bit, maybe even knuckling on Adam, and he tries to reach out there and get that ball, but just kicks up a little bit. Subtle slip, and of course the error allowing Sanchez to get to second base.
Yeah,
he ends up scoring.
So Gregorius picking up the RBI number 36. Now a runner on at second, still only one away. Yankees have a 5-2 lead, and here is Hicks. 1 for 2 and a run scored, a base hit, pitch taken away for a ball. And the Yankees have 8 hits in the ball game. We are in the 6th inning. This is what they've done all year. Their ball club grinds its way through offensively. They don't do it all in one inning. Multiple scoring innings for the Yankees, which is why they came in leading the league in runs. And of course, when you got the long ball to go with it, wow.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
How about the fact they came into today's play 16th in total hits?
Wow.
But 18% of their hits have left the yard. So Kevin Gausman 2-1 here.
Now, how about Kevin Gausman this season in his 3 wins, a 2.84 earned run average, and there's no decisions, just 1.37, but the 4 losses, wow, does it get ballooned up there? And at times, yeah, the command not so good. A couple blow-up games for Kevin Gausman for sure.
Hard foul ball. 2-ball 2-strike count on Hicks. Gausman up to the 95 pitch count. Bullpen is active. So it could very well be his last inning. Kevin has gone over the 100 mark most of the starts, but just over. 113 is his high in pitches thrown this year, generally 104, 105. 2-ball 2-strike count on Hicks. Shift on, runner off second. Hicks will take the pitch away. You can see why the Yankees draw walks. They don't chase very much. Most of their hitters up and down the lineup make you throw a strike.
Yeah, they are a pretty patient bunch, really always have been, and Kevin's making some good pitches on the dish. That changeup he's throwing to the lefties, the splitty has been nasty, working down and away.
3-2, that's going to go to center. Adam Jones on a hop, runner at a good read. Didi Gregorius, he'll come all the way through, and the ball gets away, and the runner will go to second. And the miscues just continue, and the Yankees have a 6-2 lead.
Man. My goodness. Now Oriole defense kind of let him down a couple times in last night's ball game. No errors on the board, but plays that definitely should have been made. And here it's showing up again.
That's probably an error. That's going to be it for Gausman. It's probably a base hit, RBI for Hicks, and for the moment at least an error on Adam Jones on the throw.
Unfortunately, at the end, the defense let him down a little bit, but boy, did he have the strikeout pitch work, a nasty splitty to get Judge. Stanton going down on a power slider, throwing 96, 97, 98 all day long, but it was the split finger that really was the strikeout pitch. I mean, my goodness, look at the movement right there. Hurt by a couple home runs. Yeah, two-run shots, one by Stanton, and of course one by Andujar. And the defense let him down here in the 6th inning. 5 1/3 for Gausman, 9 hits, does have the 9 punch outs, no walks on the board. And he's going to give way to the bullpen. Miguel Castro coming in, 22nd appearance out of the O's bullpen. Does have a win done under his belt with a 3 earned run average. A pretty respectable opponent batting average at just .215. Righty's having a hard time, but the lefty's up over 300.
So a runner on at second base, 1 out. RBI picked up by Hicks. And an error charged on the throw, allowing him to go to second. Adam Jones charged with the error. 2 errors in the inning that have mattered, as the Yankees have pushed 2 more across here in the 6th. Now Andujar, and he'll take the slider in the outside corner for a strike. Castro worked against the Nationals on the 30th, so he's rested and timely into the ball game. Castro, 3rd game against the Yankees this year. They've had 2 runs on 4 hits against him in 4 1/3. Andujar cranks it foul. Home run Andujar, 6th of the year, 2nd inning, 2-run shot. Then he struck out his 2nd time up.
Yeah, Andujar, boy, is he winning this spot at third base or what? Now remember in spring training, Brandon Drury came over and he was supposed to be the starting third baseman, but he ended up going on the DL with some migraines, some severe migraines. He's actually rehabbing right now in the minor leagues, but still dealing with some migraines and some dizziness. Andujar taking full advantage of his opportunity.
Signed as a free agent by the Yankees. Andujar will take it up. Andujar's only 23 years old. He had 7 years in the minors, then came up with the Yankees for just 5 games last year. That's all he had at the major league level prior to this season out of the Dominican Republic. 1 ball, 2 strike count, runner off second. Andujar, that'll head to the seats, foul. So the Orioles on the verge of giving up yet another multi-digit hit game. Yankees in the ball game had 12, 4 runs, 12 hits last night. They put 9 up on the board so far, along with the 6 runs. And we're in the 6th inning. 1-2 delivery. Andujar wanted to, but stayed off it. Missed, and the count goes 2-2.
Yeah, Andujar is what offense should be about. I mean, he's all about hit until you see it's a ball. He looks like he wants to crush everything, really winding up. Yeah, control of the lower half, though.
Runner goes. Ball is fouled off. Yes. Real good jump taken by Hicks. He was trying to steal third here with 1 down.
Yeah, 1 out, and Yankees just trying to take advantage of a situation where the Orioles aren't keeping their eye on him. I mean, Hicks, good speed out there. Castro taking his time, nobody paying attention. Why not just walk over to third base?
Scope will move in to hold him closer now. Castro does not take a long time looking at runners. 2 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way, and that's inside. So another full count. Kevin Gausman at 4 full counts. Castro comes on and has a full count on the first batter he faces. Hicks with pretty good speed. So they try and keep him a bit close. There's the throw. Scope way behind the bag, taking it.
A lot of times pitchers don't have to make that throw. I personally think that's a little bit risky. Pitchers turning and throwing to second base. I'd rather see a guy just do an inside move and not throw, or even step off just to get in the runner's head.
There he goes again. Adam Jones the catch. Chance for 2. Not in time. Good hustle right there. Hicks was running. He was 3/4 of the way to third, but he watched to see where the ball was going, and Phil Nevin, third base coach, hollering at him. So he gets back. Andujar retired.
Now take a look at the Nissan pitch cast. 3-2 count. It's a hanging slider, and it gets hit hard. Adam Jones, though, making a nice running throw to try to double up Hicks at second base. Hicks a nice job keeping his head on the baseball. He was indeed trying to steal third base.
So that'll bring Torres up with the runner at second and 2 down. Just announced today that he's the American League Rookie of the month of May. The Pirate outfielder Austin Meadows, the National League Rookie of the Month. Torres posted .317 average, 13 runs scored, 26 hits, 24 RBIs in the month of May. Swing and a miss, so congratulations to the Yankee second baseman, the American League Rookie of the Month.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive numbers, man. Some even say that he might be one of the better defenders the Yankees have ever had at second base. We're talking about his offensive prowess with the 9 home runs, but some people saying that he can defend like Robinson Cano.
Yeah,
I say he's pretty good. Made some impressive plays here already in this series. A nice play out behind second base.
he has a 4-game hit streak as he stands in. He'll pop that one down the line in right. Davis going back, Scope coming over, and it'll end up in the seats. Joey Rickard arrived there too from right field. So 3 Orioles giving chase on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kevin Gausman, a couple of runs charged to him in the inning, responsible for the runner Hicks, who was on at second base. And Castro trying to finish it off here without surrendering another. Torres, 2 ball, 2 strike count. Ooh, hit him.
Castro's rushed a couple good fastballs in on a couple righties. He's coming into this ball game. Back to Andujar up a couple times. Yeah, he slings it in there about 94, catching that back elbow. You see guys kind of gearing up to try to hit the fastball, starting a little bit too soon before they even recognize the pitch. An elbow comes down and gets smoked.
Second hit batter by Castro on the year, and you can tell how much that one hurt as he turned away. Torres hit by a pitch for the 3rd time this season. And it's those little bones around the hand that you really worry about. Says he's all right. He'll stay in the ball game. Now Torres will head down to first. Hicks already at second, 2 down. That turns the lineup over and brings Gardner up. Gardner already 2 doubles and a run scored. He is 2 for 3. So Gardner will get an opportunity to pile another run in. He's hitting .306 with runners in scoring position on the season.
Yeah, O's need an out right here. You do not want to get into the middle of this lineup with Judge and Bird and Stanton. Yeah, too much power there.
2 down. Gardner on a big cut. You want to put that one in your VCR and keep it, because Gardner rarely, if ever, does that.
Yeah, good change up first pitch.
I did say VCR. Yes, I did say that. I know some of you were wondering what that is. Push the red button that says record.
It's right next to the cassette deck.
Right next to the cassette deck. Exactly. Pitch will be taken down low. Gardner, the 4th lowest first pitch swing rate in the majors. He only swings at 9.9% of first pitches.
Yeah, he was all about ambushing right there, thinking Castro was just to try to get ahead. And he pulled the string on him.
Runners double steal. Yankees are running like the Red Sox did against the Orioles.
Well, I just think they're taking what's given. No one's paying any attention to them. I mean, my gosh. I know you got 2 outs, and typically you back off a guy at second base, but if you see he's getting out there and getting a little antsy, you do not want 2 runners in scoring position.
So a real big at bat right here. Gardner, a little looper to short. Manny Machado's got it and gets it there in time to get out of the inning. But 2-run score. They add 2 more to the totals, and the Yankees on top. The Ram do up for the Orioles. Machado, Trumbull, and Scope. Now the Orioles are 10-15 this year in ball games where they score first. They did that in this ball game on the Jones home run, but they have not scored last, and they've not scored the most, as the Yankees are on top now by a score of 6-2. The 6 runs charged to Gausman, 5 earned, 9 hits over 5 1/3. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Tanaka remains out on the mound and delivers to Manny Machado. Manny has struck out twice. Tanaka no walks, 6 strikeouts in the ball game. 1-0 count. Orioles need base runners now. Those added runs make it that much more difficult to crawl back into the game. Pitch taken away.
Yeah, it was in striking distance, and it still really is in striking distance, although it doesn't make you feel that good with the Oriole offense going the way it's going. But you hate to see the defense slip like it did that last inning. A great opportunity for a double play, help Kevin Gausman out. Didn't complete the double play, and then of course Adam Jones with a couple miscues out there. I mean, just tough when you see the defense falter as well.
Yep, that you can control. 2-1 delivery on the way is foul back. Now the Orioles, 12 times in the last 13 games they have scored 3 or fewer runs. 12 in the last 13. They've had more of those ball games than any other team in the majors. 35 games where they've scored 3 or fewer, and they've got 2 on the board in this one. 2-2 delivery on the way, and that one in the air to left field, hit hard, way back, and goodbye home run. The consistency of offense for the Orioles is named Manny Machado. He gets the homer, and it is a 6-3 game.
Boy, another great swing from Machado, his 18th home run of the season. Unfortunately for the Orioles, the 3 runs on the board, yeah, they're home runs, and they have needed the long ball, but all 3 of them solo shots.
So Manny leads off the 6th inning with the long ball, a line drive shot that time. Manny also now with the 47 RBIs on the year. The Orioles get one back. Here's Mark Trumbo, couple of strikeouts. He'll foul that one away.
Let's take a look at Machado's swing here. A little slider that stays on the plate. Boy, does he go down and get himself some. 108, 109 miles an hour off the bat, and another low launch angle, only 16 degrees. He hit one to right in yesterday's ball game. That about the similar trajectory there. Just bullets getting out of Camden.
0-1 delivery on the way to Trumbo. Manny's 47th RBI leaves him one behind J.D. Martinez for the lead in the American League. He's been in that home run race throughout, tied for second now with Ramirez, and Trout fouled away. J.D. Martinez leads in that department too in home runs with 19. So Tanaka surrendering the long balls, lots of them this year. He came in having surrendered the 7th most home runs in the American League. Now he's given up 15 with the 3 in this one. And for our Maryland lottery contestant, Sumita Jasani, she's not minding it at all. $500 for each of the 3 home runs hit, plus the $500 for being selected. Congratulations.
Yeah, I like that.
Adam Jones, one of them, got his 10th. Joey Rickard his 3rd, and then saw Manny with the 18th. Tanaka with the 1 and 2s, nobody out. Orioles trying to make a 6th inning of it here. He'll reach and foul it back.
Trumbo giving him trouble right now, fouling off some tough pitches. Tanaka last 5 starts, 9 home runs allowed. That's good news for the Orioles. I'd like to get a couple guys on base next time.
Orioles with 7 hits off Tanaka. The 1-2, another one foul back.
Only 85 pitches thrown for Tanaka here, but looks like he's having a little fatigue issue, just not finishing that slider right now. He's left a couple up belt high. They're just off the plate, but living dangerously. Not getting that good finish like we saw earlier in the ball game.
Yeah, you begin to get the feeling that tank's turning towards empty. He's working on an extended day, 5 days rest because of the rainout they had. Larry Rothschild pacing a little bit. 1-2 delivery on the way and way up high. Count will go to 2-2. Aaron Boone trying to get as much length out of the starters as he can. The bullpen has had to be used a good deal, and Aaron said before the game last night, starters just got to help our bullpen by going a little deeper. He had Chad Green ready last night to go for extended innings. 2-2 tap foul. That one goes right off Cisco, or right off Sanchez rather.
Another splitty kind of floating in there. Didn't have the good drop. Not getting out in front and driving it down. So Trumbo getting a good look at some pitches that are staying belt high. Unfortunately, it's not keeping him on the plate for Trumbo to whack. Trumbo just fouling him off, trying to wait out that ball that he could drive.
6 foul balls so far by Mark in this at bat. He is 2 for 13. Lifetime off Tanaka, including the 0 for 2 in this one. See what Tanaka uses here to try and get him out of there. Another one. Staying down and away. That's how he got the last strikeout.
Yeah, a little better. His best slider in this at bat. Finally went down for him. That's the type of tilt you like to see on the true slider.
This will be the 10th pitch of this Trumbo at bat. Trumbo waiting on it and went further out and got him.
Now a little zoom ball on that one. Didn't have the tilt, almost acted more like a cutter. Watch the lateral movement as it pushes away from Trumbo just off the end of the bat.
First out of the inning. Tanaka now with 7 strikeouts. Visit to the mound. Sanchez may very well be going out asking, how are you?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm sure he got a nod from the dugout saying, hey, go talk to him a little bit. He's about on empty. We're gonna get that bullpen going just in case. So if Jonathan Schoop gets on there, and Mancini home run gets you right back in it.
Yep. Jonathan Holder threw in the bullpen last night. Never made it into the game though. So 1 down, nobody on. Jonathan Schoop a double, 1 for 2. Couple of hits, 6 at bats so far in these 2 games. He's going to get one right here. That'll be in center. Hicks will move over to cut it off. Schoop is on. So Jonathan's got a 2 for 3 ball game.
A couple good swings for Jonathan Schoop. Smoked one down the left field line and then staying inside and driving it more towards right center. A couple real good swings today from Schoop. Really in control of that lower half. And that's something to build the confidence on. Definitely going to go in the video room and look at that swing and lock it in. That's an A swing from Schoop.
So the Orioles edge closer to getting the potential tying run to the plate. Trey Mancini has flied out and he has struck out. Trey will take one down low. Sanchez able to block it. Holds the runner on at first base. Orioles seemingly getting to Tanaka a little bit. Rothschild's got the bullpen ready. One more batter and the bullpen would probably, Holder would be ready to come in. But Mancini, then you got Davis. Short lead at first for Schoop. Bird holding. Trey Mancini on that breaking ball down low. Nowhere near the sharpness from Tanaka here in the 6th that we saw in the previous 5.
Yeah, for sure. He's fatigued this inning. But he's not making a lot of mistakes really on the dish. He's just still working the edges, but not, his pitches aren't as crisp as they were early on.
Falls behind here 2-0. Mancini looking for one to hit, and all 3 of these not close. Tanaka bangs his leg with the pitching hand after that delivery, just not getting it where he wants it. And Trey Mancini's got a 3-0 count.
Well, that's about what we're talking about, right? 1 through 75 is hitting 206. The opponents are giving up the 8 homers, but 75 pitches on, and the batting average jumps up over 300.
Trey 3 for 11 with a home run off Tanaka. Takes it. Orioles needing base runners would have taken the walk if Tanaka is willing to give it there. Count goes 3-1. No walks by Tanaka so far. Jonathan Schoop off first. Outfield shaded to right on the 3-1.
Challenging him. Mancini got himself a good fastball count. Just swinging right through it.
Trey had a real good series in New York against the Yankees. On the year now he's 7 for 25 with a couple of RBIs against the Yankees. 3-2, 1 out. Runner not going. Right on top of that one, just tipped it foul.
Slider there to Trey Mancini, and still Trey just a little off still. I mean, that's a pitch that he should take. Should be able to pick that up pretty easily. Maybe thinking about that heater on the 3-2 count though, getting him out in front.
Schoop edges off first. 3-2, runner not going. Pitches away. That's what he wanted. They get the walk. The Orioles will bring the potential tying run to the plate here in the 6th inning, and they'll do it against the new pitcher. Last weekend, the Orioles wore specially designed Memorial Day jerseys and caps. Visit Orioles.com/auctions to bid on these autographed and authenticated game-worn jerseys and caps, including both the home and road version of the jerseys. Proceeds benefit Fort Meade Alliance. Bidding closes Sunday at 10. That's going to be it for Tanaka. Leaves with a chance to be a winner. Holder coming on to pitch.
Scatter 8 hits off him, 3 solo home runs for the 3 earned runs on the board. Just the 1 walk, 7 punch outs. That's pretty good splitty early, but then the Orioles able to work him. 97 pitches thrown. He kind of ran out of gas at the end. The Yankees got to go to the bullpen now. Jonathan Holder coming out, 17th game out of the Yankee bullpen. Does have 1 win under his belt. 295 earned run average. Very respectable. Opponents hitting just 182. Righties at 214, but the lefties way down there, 127 or 125. He is a fly ball pitcher though, and he's given up the 1 long ball. Crusher love to run into one here.
Holder has gone 0-1 against the Orioles. In the only game he appeared in New York, took the loss. He gave up 3 runs, 2 hits in 2 innings, with a walk and a couple of strikeouts in that game in New York. So runners at first and second base. Chris Davis will take the pitch. Davis has picked up a single and he is grounded out. Defense in the shift, but at double play depth. And a big at bat and potentially big inning for the Orioles. 1-0 count. Davis will take it. It's their first strike. Chris has faced Holder only once, 0 for 1. Light rain has let up quite a bit. A little drier than we were through the last couple of innings. Tanaka watching, responsible for the 2 on base. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Gregorius right behind second. Davis will take the pitch inside.
Yeah, good take right there. 93, a little cut action on it. Of course, Holder got the good fastball, low 90s, but the changeup, really the pitch he likes to use against the lefties. There you see that little cutter working inside, well off the inside corner.
Jonathan Scope, the lead at second base. On at first, Mancini with a walk. And Holder comes with a 2-1.
There's the change from Holder. Pretty good arm speed right there. Pretty violent release. And just a pillow coming out at 86 miles an hour.
Holder will be turning 25 in the coming week. For the Yankees last year, 1-1, 37 games. Gave up more hits than innings pitched, 45 hits, 39 innings. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Davis rarely hits into the double play. because he hits so many fly balls. Trying to stay out of that and do a lot more than that. They give him the pretty big gap in right center. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chris down to first, foul.
Another one of those change-ups. Holder there with the good arm cell. Davis, pretty good swing. An elevated change.
Holder's really been outstanding since being called up. Second time up with the Yankees. He has not allowed an earned run in 13 games. 15 2/3 innings since his recall from Scranton. 2-2. Davis ready on it. 2 down.
Yeah, a couple change-ups. Kind of slow him down a little bit, and then he pops 94. On that outer third, getting it by Davis. Opportunity there. Maybe Valencia will get that big hit.
Danny Valencia has not faced Holder. 2 on, 2 down. Valencia, a strikeout, fly ball out. Coming in with that 5-game hit streak. Holder over the top, bounced. Sanchez again blocks it, keeps it out in front.
Sanchez made a couple good blocks here in this ball game.
Jonathan Holder trying to hold the fort. Yankee bullpen's done a pretty good job of doing that all year long, even better of late. Here's the 1-0 delivery on the way.
Boy, Valencia gets a steady diet of sliders from the right-handed pitchers, all targeting that outer third. Love to see him just say, all right, I'm going to sit on that slider and drive one to right field. Big time power the other way. Valencia's got power to all fields.
1 ball, 1 strike count, 2 on, 2 down. Orioles have left 3 on, but only one of those in scoring position in the ball game. That was Jonathan Schoop in the 4th inning. Scope's now the lead runner here at second. 1-1. Holder a long time. Valencia had to step out on him. Here's the 1-1 delivery on the way inside, and Holder will take it to 2-1.
Seems like Holder and Sanchez having a hard time getting on the same page. Sanchez has wanted him to step off a couple times.
Two and one still. That one is drilled to left field. That's very deep and hits just at the base of the wall. 1 run is scored. They're going to hold up the second one. Bobby Dickerson wisely holding the runner as Gardner got it back in a hurry. Danny Valencia, an RBI double, and the Orioles make it 6-4.
And waiting for the big hit, and Valencia getting it on the slider. The heck with drive one to right center. How about waiting for a mistake slider and hooking one down the left field line. Short hop in the left field wall with runners on. Valencia driving one in. And of course, he himself ends up in scoring position at second base. Mancini at third. And Gardner hustling out there to get that one. Nice swing by Valencia.
13th RBI for Valencia. And now the Orioles, the potential tying runs, are in scoring position with 2 down. Cisco up, a base hit, and he is flied out. Holder's delivery to him will be up high. Run will be charged to the starter Tanaka, who is also responsible for Trey Mancini at third. Gardner did a good job getting that ball back in to Didi Gregorius, a cutoff man, not allowing Mancini to score. Trey had no chance coming to third. 1-0 delivery on the way, taken for a strike.
A change right there. Yeah, Bobby Dickerson kind of recognizing Gardner out there, just seeing if he bobbles that ball, he's going to be sending Trey Mancini. Mancini was running hard, but as soon as Gardner let it go, get it back in the infield, he put the brakes on Mancini.
Trey, the lead runner at third base. 1-1. And again, Holder taking a long time, as Mike said, trying to get on the same page as Gary Sanchez, or vice versa. One ball, one strike, two down. Holder's delivery came with high heat.
Yeah, bringing some noise right there. His better fastball is just above the belt. Take a look at the Holder heat. And Cisco's swing. Pretty good swing right there. It's kind of swinging right through the fastball.
First time Cisco has faced Jonathan Holder. One ball, two strikes, two down, and two on. Holder will try it again up high. Frozen by Sanchez, trying to get a call out of Mike Winters, and didn't.
Yeah, a couple borderline pitches up there at the top of the strike zone. And Cisco swinging at one just above the belt, so why not try to climb the ladder a little bit? Holder just pushing it up a couple more inches, but not getting the call.
2-2. Holder worked on the 29th against Houston, so rested for a bullpen guy. Worked 2 innings in that game. 2-2 delivery. Frozen again. Sanchez doesn't get the call, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, a good take right there. Chance Cisco, the changeup. Starting on the outside corner. Didn't start too much on the plate. That's the thing. And Cisco just says, "Ah, the heck with it." Good take.
So here's the big pitch in this ball game. Those are the potential tying runs. Rickert, leadoff man with a homer tonight, waiting on deck. And a full count to Cisco. In the air, left field. Gardner was playing shallow. Got to go back in a hurry, and does. Gardner had moved in. He had a long way to go to get it. So the Orioles will pick up a couple of runs. A long time ago in this inning, Manny Machado picked up his 18th home run, leading the inning off. The Orioles now within 2. Heroes Game Day. Dunkin' Donuts Perks members receive medium hot or iced coffee for 99 cents. Orioles home game days, June through August. Your local Dunkin' Donuts is only a short stop away. 6-4 lead. Yankees on top. The Orioles coming back. Gary Thorne, Mike Bordick. Now the Orioles bat seemingly barreling up a little better than we've seen of late.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice to see him put 3 hits together actually in an inning. Put a couple runs up, more than one. They had a couple solo home runs, actually 3 solo home runs. But Danny Valencia getting a big hit with runners on. Boy, was that a huge one for this team. Getting a little bit closer. And, you know, typically the Orioles are solid at the end of ball games. Maybe that big inning going to spark this offense.
Now it's up to the bullpen to hold the Yankees down and not let them add to the 6-4 lead they have here in the ball game. And Castro's going to draw the middle of the order. Judge, Bird, and Stanton due up. Judge has struck out twice, picked up a double, was left stranded with the 2-bagger. Shift on against him, and Castro's delivery will be taken down low. So Miguel Castro on. Gausman 6 runs, 5 earned, 9 hits, 5 1/3. 1-1. Ooh, Davis. Perfect positioning on that one as Judge took it the other way.
Man. Chris Davis not even having to move right there. You better be ready. Judge coming that way hot.
108 coming screaming at you down at first. Now everybody will move to his side. So we can go, oh yeah, now the Judge is gone and you guys don't want to come over here.
Yeah.
And the pitch will be taken for a strike. Bird has gone 0 for 3 in the ball game, 1 for 8 in the series, 2 strikeouts, and he has grounded out. 0-1 delivery to him. Bird will follow back.
Castro's got that change up against the lefties. He likes to feature that one. 89 miles an hour. Plays it off his 97, 98 mile an hour fastball. Be careful with that, leaving it up above the belt. That's danger zone.
0-2 delivery. He went down to get it down the line. Trey Mancini, a long run. It won't matter. Hits the edge of the screen and ends up in the seats. Bullpen action. Chad Green, whom we saw in the ball game last night. Looks like he's going to start warming up. He'd be good for an inning probably in this ball game to get to the duo at the end. Betances and Aroldis Chapman if Aaron Boone's going to use him again in this game. But that all depends on what happens with the score. We are in the 7th inning. Good ball game. Castro's delivery to him. He got him. Castro gets his first strikeout, 2 down. Bird not sure with Mike Winters.
Yeah, well, came back with another changeup after 96. Working off the outside corner. You think he might double up with a fastball out there, but no. Take a look at the grip. Here it comes, 89 miles an hour, and it just hangs on that outside corner. Francisco locking it up for strike 3. And a big second out.
Giancarlo Stanton. Infield moves the other way. Stanton picked up home run number 12 with a runner aboard in the 3rd inning. Andujar 2-run homer in the 2nd. And then the 2 big runs in the 6th inning. Didi Gregorius picked up an RBI. So did Hicks. Yankees the benefactors of a couple of Oriole errors in that inning. One of the runs unearned. Here's your defensive alignment. Orioles have had the 3 home runs off Tanaka. Way up. That one's slipping away. Jones got his 10th home run. Rickard has had his 3rd. Manny Machado is 18th. And the RBI double picked up by Valencia. Those are the Orioles' 4 runs in the ball game. .30 delivery. And he'll go down. It's going to be the first walk the Oriole pitchers have surrendered. PNC Minor League Insights brought to you by PNC. No better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day.
Oh, how about Michael Baumann, just 22 years old, drafted in the 3rd round last year, and he is dealing. Just promoted up to Frederick, and how about 2-0 with a 1.43. Opponent sitting just 190 in his 3 starts there on the year. 5 wins with a 1.42 and 7 starts. Pretty impressive stuff from Baumann. Challenging guys with that fastball.
A sweeping slider. that Castro's not very happy with. Slaps the ball in his glove as he got it back. Gary Sanchez reached on a fielder's choice, 6th inning, scored. Officially 0 for 3 at the plate. He's 0 for 2 lifetime against Castro. Cisco comes up with one, hitting the plate. Runner on at first, 2 down, 2-0 count. Yankees won 4-1 last night. Supposed to be a 4-game series. First game postponed. Won't be played until July. So a 3-game set. Last night, today, and tomorrow. And a swing and a miss and a great pitch. Turnover pitch down and in.
Yeah, gets him to that 2-0 fastball count. Sanchez has been struggling a little bit. He's coming unglued. Didn't matter where it was going to be. 93 sinking hard down and in.
So the count goes to 2-1 on Sanchez. Sanchez against the Orioles has not had a hit. He's 0 for 12 this year. 2-1 delivery outside. Interesting, the Orioles, had this first game been played and the Orioles lost, they would have had 40 losses before June. There have only been 3 other teams that's happened to, and the Orioles aren't going to know until July whether they join that group, because that makeup game in July will count towards the record in May. Swing and a miss, and a 3-ball 2-strike count.
Yeah, they don't want to be a part of that.
No, no, they don't.
For sure.
The Marlins lost 41 games before June 1st. In 2013, the Tigers in '96, and the San Diego Padres in 2003, all with 40 or more losses before June 1st. Timeout asked for. Castro wanted to fire one back in a hurry, and Sanchez said no. So a 3-2 count. Runner will go. Davis moves behind the base runner, Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton will come back.
Sanchez making some healthy cuts on the Castro fastball. And all 3 of them down and in. Good movement. Be careful you don't make a mistake on the plate. Sanchez coming unglued.
Sanchez hitting only .222 in May. 3-2 again. Three-two count, but he's uncorking on these swings. These are not 2-strike swings. He's trying to drive that ball out of here.
Yeah, just kind of reminding himself right there, stay hard to the middle. Right now, just pulling off everything.
He's had a great career against the Orioles. 289, 6 home runs, has been one of the tougher outs. 3-2 delivery on the way, and a pop-up. And it'll be handled. Tough play. Cisco. Sideline shot right in front of him. 7th inning stretch time. It's a 2-run lead for the Yankees. most of the game. Last inning and a half, though, it's let up. And the Orioles will bat in the bottom half of the 7th inning and see a new reliever.
Yeah, Chad Green, one of the big arms at the back end of this bullpen. They can rack up some punch outs. 23rd appearance for the Yankees. They got 3 wins out of the pen, 2.33 earned run average, and 36 punch outs. And he flipped in there. Opponents hitting just 224. Righties having a hard time getting on the fastball slider combination. Just 176. Lefties up to 277, though. Has given up the 3 home runs. You see that fly ball percentage at 67. He likes to work the top of the zone with the fastball. The Orioles run into one up there. It's going to go a long way.
He worked in the ball game last night for an inning. Gave up 1 hit, had a walk and 2 strikeouts to go with it. So Chad Green right back here for 2 in a row out of the bullpen. Yankees bullpen has been outstanding. They rank 3rd in ERA. They have given up the fewest hits per 9 innings of any bullpen in the American League. They are a strikeout bullpen, as you can imagine, with Betances and Chapman at the back end of it. They average more than 12 strikeouts per 9 innings. That's the most of any bullpen in the American League. So the Orioles go to work here, down by 2. The Orioles have crossed the 3-run mark. They've gotten up to 4. That's not been easy.
No, it hasn't.
But again, Tanaka getting some run support in this game. And the pitch will be taken for a strike. Joey Rickard leading it off. Home run number 3, 3rd inning. He has popped out and grounded out. Rickard back in the leadoff spot as Buck Showalter continues to move the players around in the lineup, seemingly on a daily basis, but trying to find a way to get the offense generating some runs.
Yeah, hard time finding that right formula.
Yeah.
Right lineup.
1-1 delivery on the way.
Here you see Green's approach. A steady diet of fastballs. Pumping 96, 97 in there.
Green's appeared against the Orioles in 3 previous games this year, giving up 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 2/3 innings. Has no record against the Orioles this year. Up high, 2-ball, 2-strike count. Joey Rickard will go to right field. It'll stay up. Judge is there. 1 down, bottom of the 7th inning. Take a look at Adam Jones coming up, and take a look at our 4th drive of the game.
Adam Jones, how about getting on it to knock a split finger, and he hammers it for his 10th home run against the Orioles on the board. We're back at the 1st inning.
Hurry to your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Adam Jones 2 for 5 in his career at bats against Chad Green. Toronto lost again. Their struggles continue. Tigers beat them 7-4 today. Toronto just a ton of injuries and just not playing very well. Had their ace out there today. Happ made the start. 0-1. Jones fouls it back. 0-2.
And there's 97 up on the top of the zone. Tough to get to right there.
Another one of the power arms out of the Yankee pen. 0-2 count.
Yeah, they got some 100 strikeout bullpen guys. Green, one of them last year, over 100 punch outs.
0-2. Coming into today's play, the only team in the win column of recent has been the Yankees. They've won 3 in a row. Boston's lost 2 in a row. Tampa Bay 2 in a row. Toronto now has lost 5 in a row, and the Orioles have lost 6 in a row. 1-2 pitch, and that's another one foul back. A little bit on the fists on that one. Givens ready in the bullpen. These 2 teams will wrap up this shortened series because of the postponement with weather. Alex Cobb, Domingo Germán, 12:30 O's extra, 1 o'clock for the game tomorrow. 1-2. 97 outside. Yankees do have what many managers consider a real nice advantage. You got some starters who throw a lot of off-speed stuff, Tanaka being one of them, and then you got a bullpen of power arms. In the air to right, Judge. Right up against that wall. He's got it for the out. 2 fly balls to right. Well, you can enhance your next game day experience with the MLB Ballpark app. Access and manage your tickets, enjoy check-in offers, exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Manny Machado, home run number 18. Solo shot. He has also struck out twice. Manny getting his 2nd career home run against Tanaka. Green with the bases empty behind him. Puts a pitch down low. Machado 1 for 6 off Chad Green.
Now Manny Machado's got a nice routine going when he steps into the box. Has to calm himself down and just focus on the one thing, that baseball.
This is what he did earlier.
Yeah, take a look, getting a slider, staying on the plate, and it was a rocket shot. 109 miles an hour off bat, only 16 degrees. That's a line drive there, going over 400 feet.
Infield shifted around on Manny with a 2-0 count. And that one's going to miss. So Manny gets ahead 3-0. Trumbo on deck. Orioles trying to get that potential tying run to the plate in this ball game. Left 2 on in the 6th inning. Manny will take it, and he's on 4 straight out of the strike zone. Only the 2nd walk the Orioles have picked up in the ball game, and they do get potential tying run to the plate, and it'll be Trumbo.
Only a matter of time before they start being real careful with Manny Machado. Working around him. Get to every other bat. Not many hot bats in the lineup.
Trumbo trying to avoid that golden sombrero. 3 strikeouts in the ball game. 1 on and 2 down. Trumbo has a home run off Green. He is 2 for 5 against the right-hander. Foul tipped into the mitt. Green, who just turned 27 years old, out of Greenville, South Carolina, played his college baseball, University of Louisville. Yankees picked him up from the Tigers. Justin Wilson deal back in 2015. He appeared in 40 games last year for the Yankees. 0-1 delivery on the way. Pretty good looking pitch. Trumbo takes a tough one, 1-1.
You don't want to take that one. Pitcher's pitch down and away. Of course, Green wanting that one, but no way Trumbo wants to waste a swing on that.
One ball, 1 strike delivery. Runner off first, in the air to right. This looks like a Judge inning. Nope. Going out to get it. Torres puts it away. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7 complete. St. Louis Browns, of course, precursors of the Orioles, won both games of a DH against Washington, 1950. And Harry Dorish was the winning pitcher second game. He stole home. The pitcher stole home on the front end of double steal, and he's the last American League pitcher in the 20th century to steal home, played for the Browns. And did not realize that 1925 was the day Lou Gehrig came on to play for the Yankees. A headache for Wally Pipp. Pipp never got back in the lineup. But it was also on this date in 1941 that he passed away in what became known as Lou Gehrig disease at the young age of 37. So he started his career on June 2nd and would end it on June 2nd years later.
Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. I didn't realize that either.
I didn't know that.
Huh. Michael Givens into the ball game. 24th appearance for the Orioles. 3.58 earned run average out of the pen, and he's a strikeout pitcher as well. He's got 34 Ks this year. Seems like every year out of the pen he's leading this Oriole team in strikeouts, holding opponents down to just a .218 batting average.
So Givens trying to hold the Yankees as we are in the 8th inning. Didi Gregorius, RBI, double, run scored, 1 for 3. He's got a 5-game hit streak going. This will be Givens' 3rd game this year against the Yankees. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 2/3 innings. Michael's got a 2-0 record against the Yankees in his career. And another long day behind the plate for Chance Sisco.
Took another one off the chin. Take a look right here. Good fastball from Givens, just fouled straight back. It's sneaking up under there. Man, oh man. He's going to have to get one of those big hockey masks.
Yeah. So you got that Billy Goat thing on there?
No.
Can't tell. No. 1-2 delivery. Ground ball to the hole. Jonathan Scope can't get it. Give me the velocity on that one. And it's still a base hit. So Didi Gregorius is on in the 8th inning with a trickling single into right field.
My goodness. We'll take a look right here. Kind of coming right at you. And Davis just backs away from it, expecting Jonathan Scope to get it, but he was shaded more towards the middle, more straight up at second base. Man, I don't know where your teammates are.
67 miles an hour.
Man.
You could almost outrun it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you could. I couldn't, but
no.
That's 10 hits on the board for the Yankees. Here is Hicks. Hicks has had a big day. A couple of singles, runs scored, has struck out. Givens gets it in there for a strike, so the Yankees trying to add to their lead, get the leadoff man on base. Four times, 8 innings. Yankees have had the leadoff man on. Always helps in the scoring department. Infield moved around, double play depth. Gregorius back to the bag. Dylan Betances in the bullpen. Givens the look over. Davis holding. Quick throw. Snap throw.
Orioles Michael Givens obviously looking for a ground ball double play. Orioles in the shift, so Manny Machado out there at second base. He's going to be the pivot man for both Danny Valencia and Jonathan Scope. Chris Davis as well. How about Michael Givens? If they want to turn a double play, it's going to be thrown to Manny.
0-1 delivery on the way, and an off-speed breaking ball will miss down low. 1 for 3, the numbers for Hicks off Givens in his career. So Michael with one eye on the hitter and another over there on Didi Gregorius. One and one. Runner goes. Throw down. Not in time. Yankees running wild.
Yeah, Gregorius almost kind of lulling the Orioles to sleep right there. Didn't look like there was any intent in him stealing the base, almost standing straight up. And look at him, just a little surprise attack, kind of walking off the base. He gets enough rhythm and he says, I'm out of here. Going on that first move. Off he goes with the head first slide. Get himself in a scoring position.
So the Yankees are 3 for 3 in stolen bases. Sisco now has not thrown out any of the last 15 who have stolen against him. 2 ball 1 strike count. And the pitch taken for a strike in the inside corner, just cutting that inside part of the plate. And the count goes to 2-2 on Hicks.
Yeah, I think something to be concerned about as well. Orioles' ability to control the running game. It's been something that Buck Showalter has preached for years, ever since he's come here, and really more so for the pitchers. Pitcher's pretty quick right there, but Cisco having some problems here recently. We've seen some balls bounced in there. And I know John Russell talked about working on the quick feet, the quick release. But those short hops are going to work up here. You got to get that ball in the air, man. You got to. That ball's going to fly a little bit quicker in the air than hitting the ground. Plus, you're putting a little bit more pressure on, Scope and Machado out there to come up with all those picks.
Well, the Yankees piling up the chances again. They're 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. They had 16 chances last night, went 4 for 16. 2-2 delivery on the way, and another one going to be fouled back. Hicks does not get cheated. Taking some big cuts here with that count at 2-2. Yankees ranked second in this department in the league. You're always looking for numbers that equate the standings. Well, runners in scoring position right now does that. The Red Sox are first. They're first in the division. Yankees are second in the division. Astros are third. They're first in the division. Cleveland's fourth. They're first in the division. Seattle's fifth. They're second in the division. That goes to center. That's going to be a base hit. Coming around, Didi Gregorius will score, and on a 2-2 count, Hicks has his third hit of the ball game and an RBI.
Well, Gregorius stealing the base. That comes up big right there. Big tack on run. You see the fastball. Cisco calling for it down and in, working that inner third, and it gets up and out over, and he just slaps it out to Adam Jones in center field. Gregorius able to walk home.
22nd RBI picked up by Hicks. Big day for him. 3-hit ball game, and the Yankees increase their lead to 7-4. That one's going to be a fair ball. That's going to go into the corner off the bat of Andujar. That's going to score another run. Wheeling around is Hicks. Throw will come to the cutoff man. No play. A double and an RBI. 2 runs in the inning and an 8-4 lead.
Wow. Well, the Yankees have typically gotten to Michael Givens, but up at Yankee Stadium, where his earned run average is nearing 9. When he faces the Yankees here at Camden Yards, down below 1, but they're getting to him right now, especially this young man. Big swing, hooking it down that left field line, picking up a double and an RBI on the end. The Yankees offense just keeps coming.
That's a 3 RBI day for Andujar. 3 RBIs and 21 on the year. He's got 21 RBIs in 46 games for the Yankees, and their young third baseman. That's big hit. So the Yankees opening this game up here in the 8th. Still nobody out. Pitch is taken away. Torres hit by a pitch, flied out a couple of times. 6, 7, 8, 9 in the order, all having big days. 1-1 delivery, 1-2.
Yeah, the bottom of this lineup, and we talked about it in yesterday's game. They came through with some big hits as well. Romine had a couple of hits. Walker picked up a base hit, and even Torres down at the bottom of the lineup had a couple more hits. You turn this lineup over and get to those thumpers at the top, and you're asking for trouble.
That down the line, and it will be foul.
This Yankee offense just keeps putting pressure on. Big home runs, and then some of the younger guys at the bottom just causing some problems.
Aaron Judge wanting a shot at it. Runner on second, 1-2, and waves at 1 away. And Torres goes down swinging. Givens gets the strikeout, first out of the inning. Turns it over for Gardner.
A good fastball, 96 miles an hour. You see Torres just a little in between there. No chance catching up to that 96.
Runner still on at second base. Here's Brett Gardner. 2 doubles, 2 for 4. Runs scored. Big lead at second. Gardner will take the pitch. So the Yankees, the 8 runs on 12 hits. And a chance to add more here in the 8th with only 1 away. 2 runs in. Gardner will watch that one. It'll be down low a little bit. Bullpen active. Betances, Shreve. Big enough lead. Betances won't have to come in. And the Orioles would just as soon not have to go to the bullpen. Araujo is, however, rested and ready to go. Good pitch coming in on the fist of Gardner. He was falling away on that swing, and a 1-ball 2-strike count.
Yeah, that fastball kind of chasing him out of the box. 95 with a good angle, pushing him back.
So Givens gets ahead of him. Gardner 0 for 4 off Givens. Runner back to the bag. Manny dancing with him out there a little bit to get him back. Way teams are running on the Orioles, infielders are going to have to help cut down these leads.
Yeah, absolutely. Walk in there behind him, and pitchers have to recognize as well.
1-2 pitch on the way will be inside. Nice scoop made by Cisco.
Yeah, change up right there. Givens holding on a little too long, and Cisco with a good backhanded pick.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Couple of runs in. Hicks and Andujar picking up the RBIs. 2-2 delivery by Givens. Andujar has had a 4 RBI day, so his 3 RBIs in this game not a high for him, but he'll take it. 2-2. Jackknifes him away, and Gardner with a 3-2 count. 7th pitch of the at bat, and the pitch count rising here in the inning for Givens.
Yeah, working way too hard.
Yep. Three-two delivery on the way, and Gardner fights it off. Slaps at the bat. Thought that was one he should have gotten.
Or taken. 97 kind of rising up top of the zone right there. And Gardner's so good at just staying short. Really never gets outside himself with the big swing.
Castro worked an inning and 2/3, a walk and a strikeout. 3-2 delivery. Runner goes. Ground ball down to first. Davis better hurry. Sliding. Got him. And Gardner gets up looking over to Boone going, I want to look at that. I want to look at that. And Aaron goes, hold it up here. We'll have our video people take a look.
Well, you know Gardner's going to be busting it out of the box every time, and a little soft hit ground ball. And if there's any hesitation by the pitcher, boy, oh boy, that speed's going to win. It is a close play. Let's see if we can tell right here. I think Givens got him.
Yeah, I do too. Yep, they did. They're not even going to challenge you. So Gardner onto the end. Now again, the runner was running. Wouldn't have mattered on that play because he's going to move up in the ground ball anyway. Now there are 2 down with the runner on, but just to note that the Yankees are continuing to charge on the base paths.
Yeah.
Pitch is a strike.
And it's nice to have an offense that can kind of stay aggressive in other ways, aside from just hitting that home run that we talk about all the time with the Yankees. Steal some bases to put some pressure on a team.
Judge a double, 1 for 3, couple of hits, 8 at bats here in these 2 games, including a home run. Runner at third base now, but there are 2 down. Judge 1 for 8 off Givens, a home run. Givens gets him to go after one outside. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Good fastball there. 95 down and away.
There is Gardner, Heart and Hustle Award winner last year in Major League Baseball. Voted by the alumni and fellow players. 1-2 pitch, and that will be fouled back. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Aaron Judge, 1-2, runner off third.
Boy, just when you think his swing starts to get a little bit long, boy, he just gets to some nasty pitches. That 97 on the inside corner right there.
Should be disqualified because he's too big.
He just barreled that one up. Man.
Just get out of the way when he hits the ball. 1-2. But when he doesn't, there are strikeouts. Gibbons gets it, but a big 2-run inning for the Yankees. They do it on 3 hits. They'll leave 1 on, and they've increased their lead to 8-4. Coverage on Masson begins at 12:30 with those extra presented by Southwest, followed by our game coverage at 1. All the access you need right here on Masson. Well, all the discussions about the weather all week long. This was the game that would never get played. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Yankees with an 8-4 lead. An hour 44-minute non-rain delay to begin. The storms whipped around the area and still are. But
not
for
here
a
in
light
Baltimore.
rain for a couple innings, been all right.
Yeah, well, Betances now into the ball game. Saw the numbers there. Earned run average up over 4. He's had some problems with some command. Opponent's hitting just .213, though. He is a strikeout pitcher, can really rush it up there. And what you're going to see, though, typically is 50-50 with the fastball breaking ball. Even with a guy throwing 99 miles an hour, he likes to flip in the breaking ball.
Jonathan Scope against Betances. Orioles bat here in the bottom of the 8th. Slider.
Oh, yeah.
Outside, 2-0.
Good to see Jonathan Scope with a couple hits in the ball game. He's been kind of getting on himself. Well, a lot of these hitters getting down with the prolonged slumping.
Strike in the inside corner, jackknifed away, but he caught it on the way by. So Scope trying to draw a walk here. He's 1 for 9 off Betances, and that was a home run. Betances working in the ball game last night, worked an inning, 2 walks, strikeout, hit batter. In the air to right, Judge. 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. Betances trying to make it a quick inning for every reason, but also not to turn that order over if he can help it here in this inning and limit the number of at-bats top of the order might have in the 9th. One down. Here's Trey Mancini.
Yeah, I think the goal, I guess, for the Oriole offense is trying to get Manny up there with guys on base.
Yeah, that's it. Trey will foul it back. Well, the Orioles have lost 6 in a row, staring at 7. They've had one 7-game losing streak this year, 1st of May. Yankees trying to win their 4th in a row. Houston's beating Boston again midway through their game 3-1. Yankee win, Boston loss, and the Yankees will be in first place. 0-1 delivery, Betances. The heat is upstairs. Trey 0 for 4 off the big right-hander out of the bullpen. Chad Green worked an inning, surrendered a walk. Holder 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, a strikeout. And the pitcher of record on the winning side is still Tanaka. He gave up 4 runs, 8 hits over 5 1/3, trying to win his 7th. He could go 7-2. Kevin Gausman of the Orioles on the losing side right now. 6 runs, 5 earned, 9 hits, 5 1/3. 1-2 delivery, and he got him. Just froze him on that one.
Nasty breaking ball. Just a hint of wildness we've seen. He hit a batter in last night's ball game, so you don't feel too comfortable anyway with Betances. And then he drops a nasty breaking ball, and all you can do is react with a little knee buckle. No way. And yeah, it drops in there for strike 3.
Betances against the Orioles. Lifetime is 2-5. This is the 37th game he has pitched against the Orioles. 2 down, nobody on. Chris Davis 1 for 3, a base hit in his first at bat. 1-0 count on him with the shift on. 85 coming in on him. 1-1.
That's like a wiffle ball pitch right there. It's darting inside underneath the hands. Araujo still up in the Oriole bullpen.
Against the Orioles coming into the game, Betances has 66 strikeouts in 39 innings. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 1-2. Orioles had a big chance in the 6th. They did get a couple of runs on 3 hits, but they left 2 in scoring position. That was their best chance in the ball game to come up with a real big inning, tie it up or get a lead. Check swing, foul ball. Yep. Sanchez is going to let it roll. Thought it might come back fair.
Oh yeah, I would have kicked off the grass right there, and an easy 3rd out. Chris Davis. Yeah, the exploding fastball riding hard up and in on Davis. A little check swing there, almost goes in fair territory.
So Betances ahead 1-2. Just missed. He is second in the American League with over 15 strikeouts per 9 innings. So Aroldis Chapman, his teammate and closer, is number 1 with 16+ Ks per 9. And a swing and a miss. So Betances, couple of strikeouts. That's what he does. Setting it up. 1-2-3, 8th inning, 8-4 Yankees. National League, our senior circuit pitching numbers. Did you know that Aaron Nola of the Phillies is 7-2 with a 2.18 ERA? That is the third best in the National League coming out of the bullpen. Former Oriole T.J. McFarland, Arizona, he's 2-1, a 1.78 ERA. He has pitched the most innings for a reliever in the National League, 35 1/3. And Wade Davis of division-leading Colorado leads the National League in saves, 18 out of 20. Some of the numbers and names you might not have been familiar with coming into today's play.
T.J. McFarland, huh? Former Oriole, getting it done over there with Arizona.
Then I looked at Bud Norris, who is 11 for 11 in saves.
My goodness. Wow.
Never would have thought that. I never saw him as a closer.
No, I hear you. Araujo now in the ball game. Sitting 242 overall, all off him. 7 home runs given up, though, on the year. The young righty.
So Araujo just to hold him. That's the job here in the 9th inning. Right-hander's delivery. Starts him out with a fastball. Greg Bird. He's gone 0 for 4. He too does not want the golden sombrero because the last 3 times up he struck out. First time up he grounded out. Araujo delivers to Bird. He whacks that one to right. Rickard going back, reaching, can't get it. That's going to go off the top of the screen. The Bird will go into second base, and he's got a double. And a 5-game hit streak.
Man, Joey, a couple tough chances last night late in the ball game. One got over his glove. Looked like he had a beat on this. Pedro's changeup up at the top of the zone, and Bird got on it. And there you see, just beating Rickard. Gets the glove up there. Might even got a piece of the leather. Yeah, just over the top. Ends up on second base.
13 hits for the Yankees, and 8 of those have been for extra bases, including a couple of home runs. Stanton, one of them, is 12th. 2-run shot, 3rd inning. Araujo will miss outside for a ball. Stanton, a multi-hit game. Single, homer, walk, and he is struck out. Orioles the shift on. And a bouncer. Cisco able to hold it out in front. That'll keep the runner at second base.
Spiking the fastball right there. A little apprehensive, letting it loose.
Michael Givens worked an inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. 7 of the 8 Yankee runs are earned. He picked up 1 unearned run, part of that 6th inning. 2-0 count. The mighty cut, foul back, ricochets off home plate umpire Mike Winters' heel. Crew chief behind the plate for this game tonight. 2-1.
Now Pedro's best pitch right there, the changeup. Nice little movement down at the bottom of the zone. A couple more of those help him get the first out.
2-1 delivery on the way.
Another good change. That is the pitch that got him on this ball club. Yeah, Pedro, Rule 5 brought over. He had himself a sensational spring, and that changeup was the one that put him in front, earned him a spot on the major league team.
Stanton has had 3 multi-homer games this year for the Yankees. This time he had to draw the hands in. Joey Rickard, Jones, Rickard will get there. Runner will stay at second base. Stanton retired, 1 down here in the top of the 9th inning.
Nice job by Araujo right there. A couple change-ups down and in, and then exploding fastball. Get the little jam shot out to Rickard for the first out.
Look at the Yankees. Talked about all those home runs. They have had 13 multi-homer games already this season. Ones you would expect in Gregorius, Sanchez. 1 down, runner on second, and the breaking ball fooled him but will miss. Sanchez Grounded out, struck out, fielder's choice, and he is popped out. Robertson getting some help out there in the bullpen. Neal coming on to warm up as well, as this is not going to be a save situation. 1-0 delivery outside by Araujo. Sanchez 3 multi-homer games. He had one against Kansas City, got one against Minnesota, and he got one against Boston. Off Price and Embry of all the two.
Wow.
2-0 count on him. Leadoff double, Bird at second. And that will be there for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, good change. Yeah, I think he's a streaky home run hitter, to say the least. When he first came up to the big leagues, he hit like 20 home runs in 30 days. Became a Yankee legend.
Well, the Yankees have done all that they've done all season, adding to their totals with the home runs they have picked up today. The runs per ball game, 5.6. They're over that. They were up there in the hits per game as well. They've gotten it done here in this game offensively. Araujo with a good pitch down and away. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Rule 5 has got to stay with the Orioles all year if they want to keep him. They do in the system, but it makes it tough. Like Showalter using him in ball games like this to get his experience at the major league level. Not tight games. Not yet. 2-2 on Gary Sanchez. That'll go to third. Runner held. Plenty of time to get it over. Valencia makes the play. 2 down.
Oh, making some pretty good pitches. Some tough hitters right there. Working inside. Yeah, really keeping it off the barrel.
Didi Gregorius with a runner on at second base. Gregorius double, single in his last 2 times up. He's picked up an RBI, scored 2 runs. Denied a hit on a fine play in his second at bat by Trey Mancini on a catch in left. He has also struck out. His hit streak now to 5 games. And the Yankees are after another run with 2 down. Bird, good lead off second. Gregorius on the ground. Davis. Pitcher covers. Araujo takes it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Orioles 3 outs to work with. We go to the bottom of the 9th. With nothing to hide, that's transparency. And by visitannapolis.org. Create your moment at visitannapolis.org. A lot of folks on hand not only to see the ball game, but the Sandlot movie that's going to be shown on the big board after the game, a little later than anticipated the hour and 44 delay we had before the ball game got started, but the movie will be on right after the ball game.
Oh, you know those kids are fired up. Be able to watch it right here at Camden Yards. Kidding me?
So to the bullpen one more time.
Of course, all those kids hoping the Orioles come back, make that movie just a little bit better. David Robertson now into the ball game. This will be his 27th appearance for the Yankees. He's had 3 wins and a save with a 4.21 earned run average, 31 punch-outs, 25 innings of work, and opponents hitting just 200 off Robertson. The lefty's having trouble. 132. Of course, a real good cut fastball, his bread and butter pitch.
Rain coming down again as the Orioles bat. Betances worked an inning, 2 strikeouts, the rest zeros. Tanaka looking to get the win. That ball going to go to the gap, left center field. Danny Valencia got all of it. It'll roll all the way to the wall. Picked up by Hicks, who will get it in. So the Orioles here in the 9th get the leadoff man on, hoping for a big 9th inning.
How about back-to-back doubles for Valencia? As many at bats. Good swing right there, jumping on a high fastball. Take a look, up and out over, and he gets the bat head to it, driving it to left center. Try to spark this inning.
So the Orioles have 10 hits, 13 on the board for the Yankees. A lot of base runners. Chance Sisco has had one of the Orioles hits, a base hit back in the 5th inning. 1 for 3 in the ball game, and the Orioles will turn the order over as Joey Rickert will be coming up. Robertson. This will be a strike at the knees on the inside corner. Robertson's 4th game against the Orioles this year. They've not scored a run off him in 3 2/3 innings this season. No walks, 5 strikeouts. In fact, that's the first hit they have had off Robertson this year. 0-2. Lifetime against the Orioles, 4-4. Orioles save opportunities. He's blown 4 saves against the Orioles. Robertson 5 for 9. A lot of games against the O's. 50 innings. 0-2 count. And a check swing, but he went around and knew it.
And nasty breaking ball right there. Was it hard and sharp?
Well, the Orioles up there with their season average. That's the 11th strikeout recorded by Yankee pitchers. And 1 away with a runner at second. Joey Rickert picked up the home run, his third inning. He's 1 for 4. And he'll take the pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Oh, 1-1 down. Another game in which the Orioles were able to get an early lead on the home run by Jones in the 1st inning, but saw that slip away. The Yankees, they get 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 6th, and 2 in the 8th. That's spreading it out.
Take a look at the breaking ball right here. Just off that outside corner, a couple inches.
Went around again. So Robertson getting some Ks on some check swings here.
Now spiking this slider down in the dirt. See Rickert gearing up for the fastball there. And can't hold up. Now when the Yankees were hitting their 2-run home runs, the Orioles are just hitting the solo shots.
So Tanaka's going to get his 7th win. He's going to go 7-2. He has not lost now in 8 starts. Kevin Gausman will be the loser. He'll go 3-5. There is no save in this ball game. Yankee bullpen has done a real good job. They've been asked to go 3 2/3 innings. They've given up no runs on 1 hit so far. So those good numbers we showed you about the Yankee bullpen, so far at least, have not been hurt. Robertson with an 0-1. Adam 0-2. 7 for 29 with 3 home runs. Adam Jones against Robertson. The Orioles will lose their 7th in a row. It'll be the second 7-game losing streak they have had this year, and the Yankees will even up the season series at 3. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Yankees guarantee themselves another series win on the road. They're 5-2-1 in series on the road. The Orioles are going to go 3-7 series here at home. Aaron Boone's ball club. Chance to take over first place. 1-2. Got a piece of that. Fouled it back.
Yeah, that's a breaking ball you're going to have a better chance to hit. That one that's starting at that front hip. These ones that start on that outer third are working well off the plate. Adam, a healthy cut there.
One-two count. Adam, a couple of hits in the ball game, and that's the ball game. Nope. Hang on. Foul tip. Got a piece.
Just off the end of the bat. Take a look. Another hard slider right here. Working away, and Adam just getting enough of it.
Runner off second. Valencia 1-2. That'll go to left field. He got a base hit. Valencia will come around to score, and the Orioles keep it alive. So the Orioles make it an 8-5 ball game as Adam no give, and a 3-hit game for him. 3 for 5.
Oh, you like to see that. Adam Jones driving in a run late in the ball game. Valencia with a big double. Adam battling through. Another breaking ball, but this time staying on it and driving in another run.
2 RBI ball game and a 3-hit game for Adam.
Nice swing there. Adam Jones staying hot through May and now into June.
That'll be Adam's 7th multi-RBI game, and the 3rd in which he's had 3 in which he has picked up 3 RBIs, and adds another 2 RBI ball game here, his 5th. So 2 down, and that gives Manny Machado a chance. Orioles a batter away from getting the potential tying run to the plate again. Machado, the home run, is 18th. 6th inning. Drew a walk his last time up, 1 for 3. Pitch by Robertson is way outside.
Now take a look at Manny's home run a little bit early. A little slider that caught too much of the white. And Manny just has that knack, finding the barrel, and he smokes another one.
Robertson, the 1-0 delivery to him. Manny on a vicious cut. Manny's got a 1 for 9 lifetime off Robertson. $11 hits on the board for the Orioles. 1-1. 2-1 way inside. Not holding the runner. Manny will pop it up. First base. Bird, look out. Shortstop, second baseman, rather. Torres comes in, puts it away. So the ball game over. The Orioles pick up a run. 2 hits, no errors. 1 left on here in the 9th inning. 7-game losing streak for the Orioles. 4-game win streak for the Yankees. The Orioles try and salvage one tomorrow afternoon's game. wrap up the series and the homestand. Our coverage on MASN will begin at 12:30 with those extra presented by Southwest, followed by game coverage at 1. This has been a MASN presentation. Tom and Rick, they'll be coming up next right after a short break. On behalf of Mike Bordick and all of our crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody. Adieu.